Hi, welcome to the Vaguely Anime Podcast. I am one of the three hosts today, Michael, followed by one of the other three hosts today, Sage.
What's up?
And one of the other three hosts today, Anthony.
It's me.
I did
Welcome
like
to
how,
NPR Power Hour.
deep that stare was. NPR, like the news station.
Hello. Today we're talking about
Yeah,
the
sure.
Menendez case. Their parents are dead.
Can
because
we
of them.
please just have like a true crime episode?
I don't know
Because
enough about true crime.
No, you
Yeah, I
can.
don't know
You,
dog shit
you
about
can
true
just
crime, dude.
listen. You don't, but you know that they're dead.
But also,
That's the first step.
yeah, but also,
You know that they're fucking dead,
Step
right?
one: know that the victim is dead.
but just listening to one person explain true crime, I feel like is not as interesting.
I don't know. I like a
I
lot
think
of the
it depends on the
podcasts.
person.
A lot of the podcasts I listen to, like one person will like have a case and they'll say the whole case, and the other person's like responding or talking to them like about it, and then like they'll like switch over and like the other person will like take on a case for a different episode.
I also think you need to have like a lot of personality too when talking about
Yeah,
the
which
brutal
we don't
murder
have.
of someone.
I guess that's
we
fair.
have so much personality.
No, we have no personality.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
None
we
at
are
all.
indistinguishable from any other
But-
anime
but-
podcast on the planet.
It's true.
But if I'll be honest, like
Except I have a handmade wooden table.
Yeah, we do.
I don't think Kitty deserved to get murdered. She was just kind of there.
Kitty who?
Kitty
Oh, the
Menendez, the
Menendez
mom.
parents, yes.
Yeah,
The
that was the
Menendez
mom.
parents.
Not Kitty Pride.
No. And then, but Lyle, no, that's the son. What's the dad? Jose. He's kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah,
I-
but he's dead now.
Correct.
I assume
Because
most
his
people
sons killed him.
are probably pieces of shit when it comes to crime dramas.
What do you mean by crime
Like
dramas?
when it comes to murders, I assume most people or quite a few people involved are assholes.
Oh,
I think that's a fair assumption.
yeah, that's
I
a
think
pretty
that is a
fair
fair
assessment.
assumption.
Like, you're either the asshole who is doing the killing, or you're an asshole and you're getting killed,
Yeah.
Right.
Or both.
or both.
Right.
Usually both.
But what if like you're holding up a store because your sick mother needs medicine, and
Holding up a
You sh-
store like a
yeah, like holding up a store
like
at
a
gunpoint.
heist.
Yeah, no.
No, what's it called?
Like
Robbery.
Robbery?
What's a oh no? What am I thinking of?
I think the joke has died now.
I'm
Yeah.
so
I think
sorry.
I think I
She
should
kept
say the
interrupting
joke.
Okay,
you,
okay,
so-
so you're holding up a store because your sick
Nah,
mother needs medicine.
It's over now.
So what if you're holding up a store and because your sick mother needs Vicodin or whatever in order to function properly? and
Your sick mother needs Viagra to
Your
live.
sick mother needs Viagra. What if your sick mother needs Percocets in order to fully function as a human being because she's in so much crippling pain? And
I
you,
think your mother
you
might be
fire-
addicted to Percocets.
You fire a warning shot into the ceiling, but accidentally hit somebody, and it goes right up their cooch and out their head. Like what if? Like what? Are you an asshole then? Because you're getting money for your sick mother, and then somebody was just accidentally caught in the crossfire.
So it's a robbery with an accidental death.
Yes. That is entirely your fault. I just answered my own question, really, is what I did.
But-
Sure
Yeah, I
did.
really.
I mean, like.
Let me change the scenario
Okay,
a little
change
bit.
the scenario.
Let me
for
change the scenario a hot minute. So what if you're holding up a
Holding up a
pharmacy?
robbery.
What if you're holding up a
You're
robbery?
holding up a robbery.
What if you're holding up a robbery at
already
gunpoint?
taking place, and you've
Yeah,
come,
and
like,
you're holding
5
up
minutes
that
too
robbery.
long,
Yeah.
too late.
This is a
You're
robbery.
holding up the guy
This is
who's
a robbery.
holding up the store. So you're in a 7-Eleven and you're getting OxyContin for your mother who is
cripply addicted to OxyContin.
she's not addicted. She
The-
just can't walk without
The
it.
guy that works at the 7-Eleven is your plug.
Yeah. No, but what if no, for real though, like what if you're at a pharmacy and your mother is like sick and she like needs medicine in order to survive, right? She needs like insulin or whatever. Okay? And like all right, so here's the deal, right? So you're standing there and you're holding up the pharmacist at gunpoint. He's like putting the OxyContin in the bag or whatever. Put the money in the bag. Put it in. But anyway, you're like, you're doing your thing. You're like, my sick mother needs this in order to live because the American healthcare system's awful, right? But then like an old lady comes over and she like hits you on the arm, and it like, but like she hits you really hard so that you like stumble a little bit and then like fire, and then you clip the pharmacist in the shoulder, and they die.
They die from a clipping of the shoulder.
Well, I was gonna say that they survive, but then that would have been counterintuitive to my argument because you're supposed to kill someone in this scenario.
Okay, but if
So,
you
like-
just get hit
So,
in
like-
the shoulder,
No. Okay. So somebody, say something happens, right? Like a guy comes over and he like
He
tackles
just
you to
keeps
the
trying
ground.
to describe involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah, he
Yeah. He
just
tackles
keeps
you to the
trying
ground.
to do that.
Exactly.
It would just-
he tackles you to the ground, But as you're getting tackled, you
Well, it
shoot
wouldn't
the
be
pharmacist
involuntary.
right
It
in
would be
between
like
his.
second-degree murder because it's not premeditated.
You
There's a
shoot,
difference between second-degree murder
Yeah.
and involuntary manslaughter, though. I
You
think.
shoot. You
Yes,
shoot
there
the
is.
pharmacist right in between his stupid little eyes, right? And he dies,
Right.
obviously, because he gets shot in the brain. Okay, are you an asshole then?
I mean, I think you're an asshole.
You're an
'cause-
asshole. You
'cause you-
killed someone.
'cause
In terms of the law,
But
you're an asshole.
But you're getting medicine for your sick mother.
You're still
that
breaking
you
the
can't
law.
get from working
Are you
the
talking
night
about,
shift
are you
at a
are you
laundromat.
talking about in terms of like morality or in terms of the law's
Well,
view of it?
because you said in general terms, like I'm pretty sure or some people that are involved in a murder case are assholes, right? But I'm giving you a scenario where, are you an asshole for accidentally killing someone, even though it you were tackled and the trigger was pulled, and you shot the pharmacist right in his stupid little head, and he died? Are you an asshole then?
Well, if you're saying that if
And you're robbing them for like a morally good reason. Because your sick mother who can't walk without
we got
Oxycontin.
it.
You know what? I'm just gonna say sorry, Mom. No Vicodin for
Really?
you.
So you're gonna let your mother? Well, I mean, in this scenario you like your mother. So,
Sorry, Mom. No
so in this
Vicodin
one-
for you.
So in this scenario,
Oh my God! It's no morally, whatever. You're committing the crime. Who gives a shit? You did something. Someone died. Sure, you were trying to do something good. You didn't. You murdered someone.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck. You're in jail.
well,
Move on with my life. I didn't know the person.
You involuntarily manslaughtered someone instead of murdering them
I
because it
feel
wasn't
like-
premeditated.
I feel like
There's the difference between like involuntary manslaughter of like hitting someone with your car at night because they were wearing all black and they were running in the road. And,
Correct.
Like,
Yeah.
and then that's like, no, that person, not a bad person.
No.
Because what the fuck else were they going to do?
Exactly.
You walk into a store with a gun
A
that's
rock power
loaded, trying to rob somebody,
Yeah.
and somebody gets shot.
Uh-huh.
It's even if it's for a good reason, you still did a really dumb thing.
yeah,
Right,
I feel like if you
But you were at your wits' end
if
here.
you enter the store with a loaded gun,
it
it
only
is
had
a really hard case.
No,
to
but
be
here's
like,
the thing,
He
you
didn't
went-
intend to harm anybody.
No, but here's the thing. You went in with one bullet loaded because you were
You're
like
not making it any
the
different.
one
It's still
bullet's
there.
Actually, for me.
Jesus Christ, can we fucking goddamn pull the ripcord out of this
No,
conversation?
If you're in the pharmacy, you're like, I got one bullet in the chamber.
Yeah, you're like,
It's
I have
either-
one bullet.
Either you
I
give
don't
me
ins-
the drugs or I shoot my mom.
I don't intend to be threatening, but I need to be threatening when I need to be.
I have
Is
to-
what that bullet is
You're gonna
saying.
make
Also-
me shoot my own mother to put her out of her
The,
misery.
the difference,
Like
the difference
Old
between
Yeller.
Yeah.
the difference between murder and manslaughter is that murder refers to a malicious killing of another person.
Yes.
Manslaughter refers to either unintentional or non-premeditated death.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it would be unintentional manslaughter,
Right.
involuntary manslaughter.
Correct. If you can make that case.
If
Because you did walk in with a loaded
but you'd
gun.
still also go to jail for attempted robbery.
That you
so
would,
it doesn't really matter.
Look,
Well,
I would
I
take the
feel
jail
like
sentence
I
as long
feel
as
like
my mother.
I feel like if you accidentally kill somebody, they're not going to be like, let's just arrest him for attempted robbery.
Look, all I'm saying is that I'll do the nickel, I'll do the dime, right?
but you're not going to
But
do the time.
as long as my mother gets her insulin,
She won't.
All right,
I'm
but
okay
if you
with
go
it. You'll
to
be in
jail
jail.
for the
She
rest of your
absolutely
life,
won't.
She
and your
absolutely
mom
won't.
fucking dies,
Yeah.
then
no,
what
but
do you
I'll
do?
have my lawyer fight for the right for my mother to get insulin.
And it won't happen.
Yeah.
Because,
Good luck.
Because you're the
What
guy
a
that just
horrible
killed someone
scenario.
trying
Do
to
you know how many people are like desperately clinging onto their lives
Yeah.
because they can't afford insulin because
Correct.
And then
fucking
your
people
son
make
just
it way too
murdered
expensive?
somebody trying to do that, and
He
now
involuntarily manslaughtered somebody.
and now that kid is trying to be like, hey, you should give free medical care to my dying mother, and they're gonna be like, no. And your mother's gonna be crying because she never wanted this to happen, and now you
She lost both
now-
the feeling
yeah.
in her legs and her son.
and now she's
like-
alone.
she's
gonna die
she's
alone.
so heartbroken and like distraught about the desperate situation your family is in. She has a heart attack and dies anyway.
That's horrible.
Like,
Or
That's horrible.
she has such a bad time.
Yeah.
The bad time causes her body to cure itself, so that way she can live in spite of you being gone. So that way,
How
now
would that
she can
even make
spite you.
So
being
she has
free.
to live with your failure.
Yeah.
Is essentially what
Exactly.
you're saying. to me.
The world's like, oh, well, your son fucked this one up, huh? Well, how about we fix you up so you got to live with it longer?
That's horrible.
Yeah, Anthony,
Anyway.
look what you're putting your mother through.
Look
I didn't-
what you did.
I was just trying to be funny. I didn't want to take this to a morality place. But
The entire conversation was morality based.
yeah.
Yeah, you started this.
You started
I
it
meant,
as a
like-
morality question.
I meant like I guess existential morality.
That's still morality.
I love it.
Well, I took it from a place where it's like, oh, you accidentally shot somebody because you were trying to get insulin for your sick mother, and then you were like, well, the government actually fixed her the fuck up, so she has to live with her mistaken
no.
son.
Yeah.
Like, what?
No, it's not the government. It's just it's just the
medical
universe.
professional assigned to her.
The
I
universe.
guess. Oh,
the
Yeah, the
universe
universe.
itself.
The universe,
She
yeah.
wills herself into being
an
a
act
mutant.
of God.
I don't, I don't think the government
The act
would
of
be
God that
like,
doesn't exist.
oh,
Yeah.
Anthony, you accidentally shot a man trying to get insulin from your mom. You know what? You can go to jail, but we'll give your mom free insulin for the rest of her life.
I would be fine with doing the 25 to life at that point.
That wouldn't
Because
happen.
my initial goal was trying to get my mother insulin.
And now you've murdered somebody
And
for
now
it.
I've killed
So now
someone.
you've killed somebody to. You've basically traded one person's life for your mother's life.
Yes.
And now your mother
I
has
made
to
a
live
soul
with that, and
sacrifice. I
your
made a
mother has to
blood-
live with the guilt that
Yeah.
now she, being alive,
That
has
the
cost
young-
somebody
that
else
the
a
budding
life.
pharmacist that worked every day, who also had a sick
Cost
mother,
her
which you
son
find out
and
in
another
trial.
person's life.
The way that things are here is they are making money off of you before you even come out of the womb, and then once you are dug 6 feet under.
Right, I came out the pussy with debt. is
So like
essentially what you're
even
saying.
even when you
And then
die,
when you die, your
money
family gets dead.
still has to be
Yeah.
still
the
that's
debt
true.
transfers over.
When I bought my car,
I thought you were gonna say when you bought your coffin.
no, when I bought my car, I said if I die, who has to pay off the rest of my loan?
You said this to the car salesman who was just trying to make a sale to you.
No, it was the financial manager.
You said this to the financial manager who was just trying to go about his
Which is,
business.
Yeah, it seemed
but
like
that's
a
how
good
that's
question.
what they're there for. That's their job.
That seemed like a good question.
Hey, if I
Uh,
croak, who
yeah,
takes over?
yeah, if-
that's their job. Is like,
I know.
hey,
If
part
I
of the
die-
will and
I know.
stuff.
I'm just
who has to
busting
pay
your
for my
balls.
bill, you know?
I'm just busting your balls. I'm sorry.
And they were like, "Oh, whoever is like your beneficiary for the vehicle would have to pay for it." I'm like, "So you don't really benefit at all?"
No.
you just
wait, you
get
have
debt.
to have a beneficiary when you.
No, it's just like
Okay.
if you have a will and you're like, "My son gets my car,"
Oh,
and
gets
the
the-
car
oh, I
isn't
see, I
paid
see.
off,
Okay.
the payment would go to the son.
to the son.
The son
Yeah,
would
okay.
have to
No,
pay
Yeah,
off.
but
because
that
they're
makes
not like just because you die doesn't mean we're not getting the
We
money.
still
Your
want our
son's
money.
paying us now.
The
Yeah.
the only time if you have a car that you wouldn't have to pay it off if you die is certain companies do it if you lease a vehicle
Yeah.
and you die before your lease is up, they'll cancel the lease, like whatever remaining balance
Only
is on the
certain
lease.
companies.
It's true. Well,
No, I know.
not every company would do it, but certain companies will do that. That like if you die and let's say you have like a year left on your lease, they'll just cancel the rest of the lease, and then your family doesn't have to pay like whatever is left on it. They have to
okay,
return the
interesting.
car. but-
Hey,
Yeah.
just knock knock. Here's your local car salesman person. We know that you just had
They
a
make house
passing
calls now.
in the family. We saw that, and we would just like to say you do still owe us that year
Yeah.
left on the
Yeah,
lease.
we still want that
Here's
$7,000. All right.
Yeah, we need $25,000. This is essentially what we're
So we're very sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
We are here for you in this trying time.
Are we?
Here's a big bill for the rest of the car's
saying.
year.
Wow. Isn't capitalism a lovely thing?
It's like when you go to a hospital for an accident and then they try to like save your life, but then they can't, and then they're like, "So we know you just had this traumatic incident, but
Yeah.
we're still gonna need this bill paid."
You ever seen those videos of like whenever like ambulances show up and people just fight their way out of a stretcher and run away because they're like, I'm not paying that bill.
Yeah, it's like the one time I was in an ambulance, we got the bill in the mail, and if we didn't have insurance, it would have been like $2,000.
Yeah.
And that's the second you get into that ambulance,
That's why most people just drive themselves
Bill.
places.
it's not even like, oh, because they drove you fucking across all of the United States for $2,000, right? To get to the hospital, which would be very ineffective. But you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Literally, even if the hospital is 1 block from your street, you get in that ambulance, bam, $2,000.
Yeah. And
I want to
it's-
be airlifted.
That's
even
like
more money.
$10,000.
I just want to get like a grievous injury, and then
Why do you want to be airlifted? You
Because
what?
you get to ride, you get to fucking sail majestically through
You-
the air
As
as
you're
you're bleeding
dying,
out.
man.
You
Yeah.
know what's
as you're bleeding
if you're
out.
even awake.
you know
Yeah,
what's
if you're even
so
awake.
much cheaper?
What?
Like
Dying?
no,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, dying is much cheaper, but going to the city and being like, I want to take a helicopter tour. That would be at like 1/20th of the price
Yeah.
than it would cost
Yeah.
to
You
get
ever done that?
airlifted.
Helicopter tour?
No,
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever even been in a helicopter. It seems like kind of scary.
I've
'cause
never
I
been
have.
in a helicopter either.
I have.
'Cause they're so
It was something
small.
for the firehouse.
Oh,
We,
cool.
I don't even remember what. I just remember that there was something, because I don't think it was a drill or anything like
was it
during
just
training.
like for funsies?
I don't remember. I just remember that they were like, we're doing something with helicopters, and it was like, okay, and then we was like got into a helicopter. They did like a circle around something.
That's
and
what
then
the
we
flyer
landed.
said. We're doing something with helicopters. Show up at this time and date.
Show me this time.
I
There'll be a
literally, I
helicopter.
literally do not remember what it was for, but it was cool.
Wait, speaking of helicopters, I don't know why, but every time I think of helicopters, this memory pops up. You guys watch CinemaSins?
I do not.
Oh,
Sure do.
it's funny. I like him.
People
Sure.
people don't think it's funny, but they also forget that it is entirely hyperbole in terms of.
I
it-
think it's funny
It's
because
because it's all making fun of movie critics, because
It's-
movie critics are stupid.
it's just like stupid shit where I'm like, I like that. That's funny. But you know the movie Ex Machina?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Uh-huh.
So when Caleb first gets there and he's getting out
Hey,
of the
spoilers or
helicopter,
something.
it's not spoiler. It's literally the first like
I
10
don't know. I
minutes
was just
of the
making
movie.
sure, just in case.
He gets out of the helicopter and the guy like piloting the helicopter is like, "Oh, watch out for the blades." He's like already going outside, like the blades are right above his head. He's like, "Why wouldn't you tell him before he left
Yeah,
the helicopter?
Left the helicopter before he was grievously decapitated.
Before he got sliced and diced?"
from the fucking blade.
Imagine the
you told him to
disappointment
watch
on
out.
Oscar Isaac's
Yeah.
face. It's like,
As
"Oh, sorry,
He sees the headless corpse of Dom Hall Gleason
your prize
scamper around looking for his head in the last moments of cognizance.
your prize winner got decapitated on the way here.
Yeah.
Sorry, man."
Yeah, boy, howdy did he.
No,
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy CinemaSins because it's just all a stupid joke, and
It's-
it's just funny.
Yeah,
and
I
then
like
and then I also offset it with Cinema Wins, who actually does care what they're.
Oh, yeah, I like
has a
Cinnamon-
real
Cinnamon-
point.
Cinnamon
yeah,
Wins as
Cinema
well.
Wins is great because they have a real point. CinemaSins has a real point once every maybe 100 sins, where they're like, this just doesn't really make sense. Anyway, this scene doesn't contain a lap dance, and I'm like, yeah.
Although with Cinema Wins, like, I think he does such a good job to the point where he will convince me that a movie is good.
He does a pretty good job at making me think more
like,
about it.
Sometimes I'll watch a movie and I'll be like, that was all right. And then like I'll watch a Cinema Wins video on it and I'll be like, wow, this was fucking genius. Am I just dumb?
Yeah, I love Cinema Wins. Like, there's a lot of movies where I'm like, this was just garbage, and he'll sometimes do reviews of them, and then and like I like when you could tell sometimes he's struggling,
Right.
but he's like, but you know, like this scene here is pretty interesting, and like the VFX behind this are really cool, and I'm like,
Did you see the
all
one he
right.
did on the Last Airbender?
Yeah.
He's like, now, I understand, but we're just going to base this as a standalone movie compared to nothing else.
Yeah, and he's like, and because I like, you know, I like his point, you know, where he's just like, there's always at least something good about something.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, even if it's atrocious, there's at least one thing that'll be interesting. And I'm
You
like,
know-
fair enough.
You know what movie I just recently watched that was unbearably bad? What's it called? It's a Netflix movie.
Okay. Doesn't narrow it down.
Oh, Choose or Die. It's like a horror movie.
Sure.
Choose or die?
Yeah, imagine like a would you rather game, but instead of being like, would you rather do this or this, instead of just like saying like hypothetically, you actually have to pick one and then it happens. It's very silly.
So I'm gonna ask-
Robert
I'm gonna
Englund is
assume
in
that-
this?
Freddy Krueger? Damn. So you have to choose two options or you die?
Yeah, like the opening is like this older guy who's like, he's playing the game Choose or Die. It's like a computer game. And it's like, cut off like your wife's ears or your son's tongue.
You can still hear without ears, so.
It's true. But I feel like
You
that,
don't have as good directional.
but also
you can
once
still
you get
hear.
like stuff in there.
Burn victims usually don't have ears, and like the.
No, I
outside
know,
of
but
their
I'm
ears,
saying like, cause this keeps it like it clean.
Yeah,
Does that
I mean,
make
I'm sure that you'd have to be
Have
more,
maintenance-
but be
maintenance?
more conscious of it. But like, you'd at least still be able to hear. If you cut out someone's tongue, A, they most likely bleed to death. B, they won't be able to taste anything or talk, and they'll
Yeah,
have a
cut off
pretty
my
shit
ears.
life. Yeah.
Good argument. Cut off my ears. Anthony, if that ever happens, take off the ears.
You got it, Sage. I will bear this cross.
Also,
forward.
movie's got a solid 4.7 on IMDb.
Ooh.
A 30% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh.
Apparently, according to Google users, though, it's a 61%.
Damn.
But
The
Google
general.
users are usually wrong. So.
I was gonna say who.
Because, the people who review on Google,
I was gonna say who reviews
Alright.
on Google.
the people who review restaurants on Yelp.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So
And,
who else is in this little flick?
Literally only.
Oh.
Well, Eddie Marson.
Who?
The kid. Did you watch Sex Ed?
No.
Oh, the main guy from that is in this movie. Whose name I don't know. I just know his face.
Is it Asa Butterfield?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's the kid that's in it.
Hold on.
That dude? That's the guy I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, that's the asshole from Deadpool 2.
No,
The-
no.
The orphanage owner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is.
I was
No,
gonna
no,
say,
show the young guy.
Every time I see him, I
Anthony
only
will know
think
once
of
he sees his face.
World's End. You're talking about
World's End, he is in
Asa
World's End.
Butterfield?
Butterfield, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, show his face because I want to make sure it's him.
Okay, but
I
that's
can't
totally what you said.
Yeah.
Okay, well, can I see his damn face? Yes,
Yeah,
that's him.
that's the guy.
Was he in whatchamacallits?
He's been in a lot of movies.
Like Pepperidge Farms for Strange Children or whatever that fucking movie was called.
Miss Peregrine's
Pepperidge
Home for
Farms.
Particular-
Wait, what was it? What's it
Hold
called?
on a minute.
What's it
Hold on a
called?
minute. Hold on a minute. Pepperidge Farms for Strange Children.
I just knew it was something P for Strange Children
The
or something
place
along
that
that line.
makes cookies for
Pepperidge Farm
strange
remembers.
children.
I'm sure that's a thing.
Beautiful.
What is it actually called?
Hey, Mike, I think we found the title for this episode.
I think we found a clip.
I think we found a
Wait,
clip.
what's it actually
And the title.
And the
What's
title.
it actually called?
Pepperidge Farms for Strange Children. They kill you, is what they do.
Pepperidge Farms?
Yeah.
Is that what the cookies are made
strange
of?
children.
Is that what the cookies are made of?
They're made out of the children.
He's also in Hugo.
Yes, that's where he's from. Hugo.
And the boy in the striped pajamas. And Ender's Game.
It's like,
and Sex Education.
What's it called?
Anyway, Miss Peregrine's
Soylent Green, where the
Home
crackers are made
for
of people.
Peculiar
Yes. Yeah.
children.
They're made of people.
Soylent Green is people.
You gotta tell them.
What's that from?
That's
Soylent Green.
That's an incredible Charlton Heston impression, let me tell you.
Soylent,
Soylent
Green.
Green. You
That's
ever
just a
see?
movie?
You ever see Soylent
Yeah,
Green?
it's a movie.
I
It's a really good movie.
didn't know that.
It's about. It's
I
about,
watched it when I
people.
was a kid, and it just stuck with me ever
I
since.
also watched.
Like
it
I
when
always
was a
knew what
child.
Soylent Green was, and I knew it's people. Like that's
Yeah.
the, like I know that whole thing. I've
Yeah.
never known what it was from.
It's a good movie.
Didn't
Yeah.
know.
Soylent
so,
Green.
Yeah.
Charlton Heston. Somebody else.
So is that like one of those movies that like would have been like a like incredible twist had pop culture not just been, or is it like not even a twist? It's just
No, it's pretty solid. It's a pretty good twist.
It's a pretty good because the
like
whole,
like is it one of those things where like Sixth Sense where like if you could have seen it when it came out, it would have been like holy
oh yeah,
shit.
100 billion%.
Okay.
100 billion%. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was my
'cause
question.
the-
Especially for the 70s.
it's like
Oh, yeah.
what like a post-apocalyptic kind of setting
Yes.
where there's like no food left on Earth really,
Like a
Yeah.
modest
And-
proposal type thing.
and the government has
Yeah.
like gives out like wafers essentially.
Mm.
Like that's your breakfast, lunch, and
Yeah,
dinner.
It's called Soylent Green.
Yeah, Soylent Green. And then like they see like, you know, whoever's died on the streets, they just like
You
throw
ever
in
see
the trucks.
Snowpiercer?
No,
Never mind.
that's the one with Chris Evans, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I never saw it.
Didn't
Okay,
they
never
just
mind
make
then.
that into a show?
they did.
Hmm.
I don't watch.
Does it also have Chris Evans in it?
I
No.
don't think so.
It's,
Well, if it don't get
Jennifer
America's
Connelly.
ass, then why do I want to watch it?
It's
That
Jennifer
is
Connelly and
America's
David
ass.
Diggs.
Did you see the video? There was a video on TikTok where it was like these girls that were just on a balcony, and I guess Chris Evans was filming something, and this girl just goes, "Now that's America's ass," and he just turns and goes,
The king.
he like turns back and then goes back to what he was doing, and it just turns to the girl and she's like, "Yeah,
Yeah, fuck it. Remember when his dick got leaked?
What?
yes."
No.
I don't remember if it was impressive or not.
It's okay.
I think
Was it
what,
like-
average?
It's fine.
Was it like a limp dick or was it a?
It was a limp cock.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so
I do
how do
remember
you
that
know if
because
it's-
because
How do you know
yeah
if
because
it's
people were like, oh,
impressive then?
wasn't impressive, and it's also like, bruh,
Startlingly limp cock. He has.
Like all the time?
it's just yeah,
Yeah.
all the time.
Never had a
impotent.
hard on his life,
Really?
just
No,
flopping
just,
about.
you know, I hear he jelks, is what I think the
We
problem
should not
is.
use any of this.
Jokes?
Yeah, you know what jelking is?
No.
No.
You don't know what
Let's
jelking
not
is?
get into what's not. Oh god.
I'm so scared.
Well, you don't know what the art of jelking is?
No.
It's when you tug on your penis in an effort to make it larger. But here's the thing, Sage. It doesn't work
I could imagine.
because people who do it are morons. And it only makes your pee-pees flop around
You know what it makes me,
like a flag in the wind.
you know what my mental image is right now? Okay,
What?
do you remember those
What?
things? They were like plastic floppy and had like a liquid gel inside. Imagine like
Plastic floppy and had a liquid gel.
Are we talking about like
a
Gogurt
penis?
packs?
no.
Is
No,
the
I'll give you one
what
with
you're
penis. I want
describing?
Gogurt.
Yeah.
they were like a kid's toy.
Yeah.
And okay, imagine how like a fleshlight looks, how it's like this, right?
Yes, a pocket pussy, if you will.
Right, like a pocket pussy.
I thought you were gonna go
and
with
it had,
dildo,
but
but-
it's like that on both ends, right? There's no like top to it.
So you're telling? Wait, hold on a minute. There's. You're telling me you got a double-edged pocket pussy? Is what,
Right,
is
so
what we're
picture-
giving the kids today?
Picture that,
Uh-huh.
but it's like a thin plastic.
Yeah, dude.
And
I do.
it has,
I have one for my homies.
and it has like a
Like a
colored.
Lady in the Tramp, but with her pocket pussy.
And it has like a colored, like liquidy gel with like glitter and stars
actually, I do
and
know what
little
you're talking
fish
about.
inside.
sounds
Yeah,
like a
it's like a
bad
little. It's
dragon
like a little
dildo.
like.
It's like
cylinder
this
kind of
big.
thing? Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I was picturing.
Oh.
It sounds like a bad
Oh.
dragon
No,
dildo.
jelking is when you tug on your penis in
Right,
an
but
effort
that's
to
what I
make
was
it
picturing.
large.
The flopping.
Well, yeah, it does kind of end up like that
Whoever's
because that's
editing
really all
this,
you do.
if you can put on screen what I was describing
Yeah, and don't put a
based off
picture
my
of
description.
don't put a picture of someone jelking either, please.
Blech. Disgusting. I
But
never heard
I don't
that
remember
phrase.
why we got onto Oh, because Chris Evans jelks.
No,
No, he doesn't. He doesn't jelk.
Let's not do that.
Oh, that's my sequel to Judd Apatow as a cuck. Chris Evans is a
no,
jelker.
he's a good person. Chris Evans is a
Evans is
good
a jelker.
person.
No, he doesn't deserve that.
Nah, he's fine. Chris Evans is fine. He's the second best Chris, I would argue.
I feel like Elon
And who are you
Musk
gonna argue is the
jokes.
first best Chris?
Chris Pine.
The second best Chris Pine?
Yeah, no, first best is Chris Pine. The second is Chris
Oh,
Evans.
gotcha. I do like Chris Pine.
Interesting.
How many Chris's do we have? We have Chris Evans, Chris Pratt, Chris
Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth,
And Chris Pine.
Chris Pine. Is that four?
I mean,
That's four.
there's like a lot more
There's a
people named
billion.
Chris.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like that are in like the,
Well,
Like
the
the-
cultural zeitgeist.
was-
Like
Who
the
was
hunk
the,
category?
Who was
Yeah,
in? Who was
yeah.
in the? I'm another Chris in the song that Chris Pine did during Late Night. He had like 5 people in it. You know what I'm talking about? He did a whole
I
song.
feel like I know what you're
song
talking about,
arrangement.
but I don't know who the other Chris would be. Because the only other person I can think of is Chris Rock, and he's not in the
That's
hunk
who I can
category.
also. He is not in the hunk category.
Sorry, Chris Rock.
No,
Just gonna make sure this is muted real quick.
I'm trying to think.
just
Yeah, just pulling up porn.
yeah.
I think he might only talk about 3 then.
Chris Hemsworth, Chris
Hemsworth,
Pine,
Evans,
Chris Evans, Chris
Pratt.
Pratt.
Yeah.
I feel like there's one more.
Who would be the 5th Chris, though?
Who is the 5th Chris
In the hunk category.
in the hunk
Because
category?
I feel like that's very specific.
that is very specific. That
You-
is a very specific thing.
You know what I mean? Like,
No,
you can't just be throwing out any Chris.
No, not at all. Are
Like,
you
you
kidding me?
can't be like
You wouldn't see me throwing like
Christopher Walken.
Chris. Yeah, Chris
no,
Walken.
The song is these is
It's just the
oh,
four
it's
of
just
them.
the
Yeah.
4, right? Yeah, so I guess it only is 4.
I don't know. I feel like Christopher Walken might have been a hunk in his younger years.
they're
he
all
wasn't.
they're all
No,
white.
he wasn't.
They're all white
He looks-
dudes with blonde hair.
he
He
looks
looks like an alien, so there's no way. he was-
Christopher Walken in his younger years literally looks the same with less wrinkles, but his face is just as
a
gone.
trillion%.
Just as gone.
trillion
Like
percent.
never had any like fat tissue on
Fell
his
to
face.
Earth in 1947 and stayed here ever since.
Like I'm convinced, like when he was a baby, it was just that like gaunt
yeah, his mother had to
cheeks.
push that out, so it was like
Maybe she also had the gaunt cheeks.
maybe
so she
she
wasn't
also
surprised.
yeah maybe her
Still gaunt.
still gone.
Like look at the eyes.
He looks like a sailboat.
He- I feel like you know what it is. I feel like okay.
He looks like a sailboat.
It's just I think it's the eyes.
Why
and-
is there a random picture of Scarlett Johansson there?
Oh,
is it
there
because they
is.
look alike? Like oh my holy shit, they kind of look
They
alike.
kind of do look alike.
Oh my god. No, I'm talking about the one on the one on the left of that. It was just a random picture of Scarlett Johansson, and I was like, yeah, holy shit, she kind of looks like young Christopher Walken.
She kind of does, but her eyes aren't as like
Bro, that's fucking crazy.
you know what I mean. I don't know how to describe
no,
it because it's
no,
not
his eyes aren't as her eyes aren't as alien.
as sleepy.
Sleepy. Yeah. Yeah, she
Don't
doesn't
they
have.
look like that kind of like
No, yeah,
sleepy
she doesn't
eyes?
have narcolepsy eyes. Yeah, exactly.
My eyes are always sleepy. I guess I have
never-
narcolepsy eyes.
narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy eyes is what you're saying.
Oh my goodness.
It's the opposite of fuck me eyes.
No. Yeah. You put me to sleep instead of I want to fuck you. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass out right here.
I have chronic narcolepsy
Yeah,
eyes.
it's chronic narcolepsy. Just pass out on the podcast.
Just fucking knock.
Shit. Is that more of an insult to someone saying that you put me to sleep instead of I don't want to fuck you?
Yeah.
I feel like that hurts more, right?
I think
Because, like, I don't want to fuck you doesn't imply, like, it's just like a sexual thing, right? Like, you could still be an interesting person. But
think-
saying that
yeah.
you put me to sleep means that you are a fundamentally uninteresting
and it's
person.
not like you put me to sleep and like,
Right?
oh,
Like-
oh, you're so cozy, comfy, and I feel safe with you that I just want to like rest
Yeah,
with you.
exactly,
No, it's like
exactly.
you are so
No, it's like
dull.
you make me want to pass out on the couch after
No.
I get through 45 minutes of Tron.
No,
Like, that's what you want me to-
no single interesting thing has happened in this conversation. I'm going
Exactly,
to bed.
exactly. Right? And, like, am I wrong? Like, isn't that a little bit more cutting than like I don't want to fuck you? Because
Yeah.
it's just like
I don't know,
at least at that point you could still be interesting.
I don't know. I've been told I put people to sleep all the time. That's not true. People want to just punch me in the face and put me to sleep.
Well, that's different. That's a different That's like a different feeling altogether.
Yeah.
What's that like? I wouldn't know.
Look, all I'm saying is I would rather be told, Anthony, I don't want to fuck you, rather
Than,
than
like, Anthony, you put me to
You
sleep.
put me to sleep.
Well, yeah,
You know what I
because
mean? Like, that's-
because unlike the you put me to sleep, I don't hear I don't want to fuck you a lot.
I guess that's fair.
That can either be like the biggest flex in the world or the saddest thing anyone has ever said.
Take that one way or the other.
It's like
It's a real flip of the
I'm not
coin.
commenting. I'm not commenting on your personal situation. I'm just saying in general.
It's either you are
It's
getting
like-
laid a lot or you have never been getting the option of getting
Like, if
offered
you
to
said
get
that
laid.
to somebody in public, they could have either taken that either way, and I find that
I don't know
hilarious.
why, but this makes me think of Paul Bernardo in the first time that he got questioned by the police if he was the Scarborough rapist, and he's like, "I don't need to be a rapist. I have
Hey,
so many
Sage!
girlfriends."
Hey, Sage, who's that?
Paul Bernardo?
I love it when Sage will randomly realize that she can bring in one of her crime knowledge to this because we'll be going on a straight line,
100%.
right? And then she's just like, you know what we could do? We could just drive off this cliff
Yeah,
right
we can
now.
talk about the BTK for a hot.
We could be like, oh yeah,
Dennis
you know that,
Rader?
that person that could be getting laid a lot or doesn't at all, or here we go, off the cliff, rape.
No, Paul Bernardo
Oh man, I
and
got
Carla
this really-
Homolka.
I got this little bug bite over here on my skin. Ed Gein. You know how we used to make lamps out of people's skin?
Yeah, and he made
Yeah,
a
we
nipple
could-
belt.
Like Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
he did. Yeah, he did make a
Yeah,
nipple
he was
belt.
trying to make a full skin suit to replicate his mom.
Cool.
Anyway,
Very cool. Not cool at all.
Let's
Just want to clarify that that's not cool.
let's
Wait,
just
do you want me to tell
Don't
you who
take
Paul
people's
Bernardo is?
skin.
No, I
Well,
don't care.
well, most of the skin that he got was
You know,
from corpses.
we've been talking a lot about.
He
my
only killed
thing.
like 2 people.
So he had a lot of skin from those 2 people.
No. The majority of the skin in his collection
This
was
is Ed
from
Gein or Paul Bernardo?
He was from
Ed
dead
Gein.
people. He was
was from
digging
corpses
up,
because
yeah,
he was a
digging up corpses.
gravedigger.
I did not know that. I thought he just
Yeah,
killed
he
a
would.
lot of people.
He would look at the obituaries and see who died the most recent.
Oh.
So it was like fresh.
Right. So
'Cause embalming
it's
was
not,
so
the
expensive that it
skin
wasn't
isn't
common.
Stone.
No,
Because
the
of
skin
rigor
isn't
mortis.
literally just.
No, the body becomes
Decayed.
stiff. The skin is still.
Yeah.
Oh,
skin.
is it really?
The
Yeah,
skin
just
would
the
just-
muscles lock up.
The skin wouldn't be as decayed and like fucked up, essentially.
Yeah, you don't like become like a solid mass. You just the muscles like lock up.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought like your entire body just kind of goes.
No,
stiff.
your
And
your
then
your
you
muscles
decompose.
lock up
Oh.
so that, I mean, rigor mortis doesn't last forever.
Oh yeah.
You eventually go floppy.
You
again.
eventually
Yeah.
become a skeleton.
Well, no,
No,
but
no,
also
no,
you
no.
become floppy
Befo-
again
in-
between.
in the
Floppy again. But
it's true. In like the decomp process, you die, you cool down, the body's like, all right.
As you're
there's-
living, you're floppy.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you die,
yeah.
you go
You're
from
stiff.
floppy to hard,
Yeah.
and then there's
And
a
then
period where
hard-
you go hard to floppy.
So
again.
you're saying I could go from flaccid to erect in a moment's notice? Is
Yes,
essentially
I
what
think
you're
you
saying?
actually are erect when rigor mortis happens.
That-
do
I
you
don't
get-
know
do
if
you
that's
pop a
actually-
chubby?
Is
I
that
think you-
actually
I
true?
think you do
I've
get a
heard of
boner when
that,
you
but,
die.
like, is that
I know
real
you
or
shit.
that's-
I know you shit your pants when you die.
Yeah, I
You
think,
do,
I
because
think
But you
you-
also get hard when you die.
Look that up. Confirm or deny.
That's insane to me.
But so after rigor mortis, then you bloat.
Right, yeah.
Which is
that I
why
know,
if you
that
try
I
to
know.
like throw a body in the water, it just comes right back to the top.
Right.
You got to slit the belly.
A lot of methane gas in you.
Yeah, you got to slit the belly so the gas doesn't.
Yeah, you ever see videos of beached whales exploding?
No.
I've
It's
seen
like
a video
that.
of that one. Anyway, hey, so
But the body doesn't explode. It just.
Well, I mean,
the death erection, also known as
Death erection.
also known as angel lust and terminal erection.
Me too.
It happens.
That's how I want to
it
die.
angel lust is so funny.
I want to die
That
from
is
terminal
so
erection.
So technically, if you die, like old, none of you have seen that movie. I don't think.
What movie?
Anyway, no. If I specify it, it would spoil the
Oh, okay,
moment,
gotcha,
and it's
gotcha.
funny. It's a movie you said you wanted to watch. That's why I'm not specifying. You're not real. Anyway, unlike you being unreal, angel lust real,
No, that's
and
real.
it happens. It happens in the moments after death.
Angel
lust.
lust sounds like a
So
bad
like,
hentai.
if you're banging and you have a heart attack and die, before the person notices, they could probably finish, and then they're like, "Oh God, they're dead."
But I feel like wouldn't that be the best way to die?
Yeah,
Like-
that would be 100%.
Like, although I feel like
you
if
think
you're
it can
gonna,
still come?
I was gonna say, I feel like if you're gonna die while fucking, like, you should at least
Do you
get
think
one last
that-
come.
I was gonna say, do you think that when you die, like in that specific situation, you could still come and then have a child that will be conceived after your death?
But
and
I
then
feel like-
because it's so close, you basically are that child.
I think maybe if you're on top, you could. Like, if the gravity, you know what I mean? Because once you die, you do, like, defecate. You expel all your stuff.
So when you're jackhammering your date,
Yeah.
essentially is what you're saying,
Yeah.
and you're
If
and
you
come
die.
in her,
Yeah, but.
and you die.
No, but I'm saying, let's say you die and then come. I think that's what Mike is saying.
yeah, no,
Yeah. Like a ghost come.
So
There's a lot of things on that.
all I want to
is all
say
I'm
is
saying,
that
is if
there's
you
just
die.
there's a sentence
Uh-huh.
that is
Is it a prison sentence?
corpses can climax.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. They've been dead a
Good
while.
for them.
They've been dead a while.
But doesn't that sound like the most ideal death, like mid-coitus?
Don't worry though, they're not gonna arch their backs and shudder and moan like something out of a porno, but they will come.
Yeah, of course not. They're fucking dead.
I like
If
how
they
that's written.
do, you should run.
It's like how that's written now.
Then it's like ghost dick, and you gotta go. You're gonna get haunted for the rest of your life.
is that like ghost shit?
ghost dick?
Yeah.
Actually, apparently, you can. I don't know. I don't want to know how they found this out, but you can actually apparently make corpses orgasm for a period of time quite after someone's dead.
That doesn't surprise me.
Not if you're bloodletted.
Well,
That's
yeah.
true. But like,
Although, technically,
I
Not
feel
if
like-
you were in the
technically,
medieval
can't you
times.
technically,
feel
still
like
can't you
blood-
get off even if you can't get hard?
Do you think in the medieval times when they tried this out, like,
bloodletting?
no, making corpses come? Do you think that
You assume that they were the ones that found it out?
most likely because that is a savage thing to do?
Oh yeah, the medieval times they were just.
I would
that
have
is
going off.
absolutely
I
a
would have
barbaric thing.
I would
to
have
do.
argued like 1800s to 1900s before like there was like laws.
Yeah. Okay.
No, like sanitarium era, so Victorian.
Okay.
Victorian
okay.
era.
Yeah.
No,
That's fair.
I feel like
Victorian era, they used to do fucked up shit.
Boy, howdy
especially
did
once
they.
people died, they were like, let's rip them open and find out what goes on.
yeah, because then they were in the pursuit of knowledge, but in the Middle Ages they were just in the pursuit of human torture.
Yeah, but they
Yeah,
in pursuit
lot
of
of
knowledge,
torture
they
in the
did a
medieval
lot of weird ass shit in
And
the Victorian era too.
in Middle Ages there wasn't really like medicine.
Also, I'd like to point out that like
You
in
were
like
literally more likely to go to the doctor and die than you were get a
yeah,
cure.
but also
Yeah,
in
because
the,
they
in
were
the,
just
s-
like,
in the
30
60s,
leeches.
in the 60s, scientists also had a lady fuck a dolphin. So like,
Hello?
you don't know about that?
No.
Oh, there was once.
Oh.
I feel like once.
They wanted to see if a human could carry a dolphin child.
Yeah. Once modern medicine started to like become a thing, there was a lot of experiments that happened that are like
Please finish. I'm on the dolphin thing still, but please finish.
super like I guess from my point of view, because like we have the medicine we have right now, where I'm like, I don't know why you felt the need to do that. But they had a lot of experiments where it was just like severely endangering like other humans.
Oh yeah, I mean look at like MK Ultra,
Yeah, and like with like
force feeding people LSD.
and like with the creation of the lobotomy.
Oh yeah, that's awful too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although when they first were trying to like figure out the lobotomy because they were
Yeah.
trying to like help people who were like depressed or had severe anxiety, the beginnings of it was you either died
Yeah.
or you turned into a literal nothing human.
Yeah.
The only two extremes at the beginning of the lobotomy.
Yeah. Great way to kill a boner.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Good times.
lobotomize yourself.
Poof.
That's it. Take a part of your prefrontal cortex right out of you.
See ya. We don't
That's
need
it.
that.
So about this dolphin,
Yeah, tell me more.
did the lady die?
No,
Did
Do
she?
dolphins have big dicks? I feel like no.
I think they do.
I feel like no.
Apparently they like fuck anything that moves.
But also,
Yes.
does
This
it
is
come
insane.
like out of them? Because where the fuck
Yeah,
is
it's
its dick?
inside.
So about this lady, is she still alive? Is she dead?
I think
Did
she's
she
still
carry a
alive.
child
This-
to term?
She did not.
The 60s, I feel like she would be like at least she should have to be at least 80 at
She
this
was like a
point.
biologist,
80 or
so.
90 at this point.
Oh, so she was doing it for science.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
do you think?
I think it
she-
was NASA
The
funded.
pursuit of
Wait,
knowledge.
She was a biologist and she was like, I really have a thing for dolphins. Let me make this
Dolphins
experiment
can
to
be
fuck
approximately
this dolphin.
6 to 8 inches.
It's like Shape of Water.
Why couldn't they just like make the dolphin come and then just like put the syringe in?
Well,
her
did they
and,
have like artificial insemination like that?
Oh, I
at
don't
that
know
point?
actually. When was it? The 60s?
Oh, fucking
Maybe
Yeah.
not.
man.
Maybe not.
I don't know too much about this. I just know that it was a thing that happened.
But
At the,
also-
same, at the same time that they were also giving dolphins LSD to see what happened.
I just want to know every waking detail of this woman's life. That's all I'm saying. It's just really. I want to know everything about her.
Because if you think about it, like if you did it in your method, like
Yeah.
Don't Breathe, where he had like the turkey-based.
Oh yeah, absolutely horrible.
If you do
Yeah.
it in like that kind of method,
Uh huh.
I feel like you have a very low actual percentage of it being effective.
Right. But humans also can't give birth to dolphins. So there's
No,
there's,
you're
there's
correct.
that too.
But I'm saying if you're doing that kind of method, because even when you
Sorry.
have artificial insemination,
Yeah.
or like when you have what do you call it? Oh my god, I can't think of the term now. But essentially, when they like make the beginning of the embryo, right?
Mm.
Sometimes even that won't work because it doesn't like latch to the uterus, and they just come out.
Mm.
And then
Oh, they've gotten a lot better at that, though. That's
They-
why
they have, but
because
I'm-
like that's why when people that get in vitro infertilization, that's like why-
fertilization. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. That's why people that do that now don't have like 6 kids because they used to just be like a bunch and see what took. Now-
Right.
They rolled
No.
the fucking die.
No, seriously,
Well, literally,
because
it wasn't
Straight up?
it wasn't like 100%. So you put in a bunch and hope that one would take.
Oh, holy
because
shit.
it's the process, especially.
But they-
Wow,
they-
so if
they
you were like,
figured that
I
out
just
now.
want one child, they were like,
No, you went into that going, well, okay, it wasn't common,
uh-huh.
but it happened.
Right.
That's how some people ended up with like 8 kids
Really?
in one go. Yeah, but
That's
like
crazy.
it's not really a thing anymore. They've pretty much gotten it down.
Right.
So like now I think it's really only one. I think now.
Yeah,
They-
you
they-
can
they put
like
in
if
one.
if you choose to do more, you can basically choose to do more than one.
Uh-huh.
Like if you want to have twins or something
Yeah.
like that. But for the most part, you can just do one.
Yeah, but now
And
now
it will
now you can
stay.
choose like if I want a big family, I can just knock it out in one go if you want. But like
Yeah.
But also like
No, but I had no
imagine-
idea that they just like shove a bunch of shit into you and hope for the best. Like,
that's
Yeah,
how it used to be.
because-
Yeah.
I had no idea. That's crazy.
It wasn't to the point where like I guess they wouldn't be stable enough. If that
It
makes
just
sense.
a
like,
lot
too
didn't
early.
take. Like it didn't
Yeah.
catch on the wall and stuff. So
And-
they needed it was like a shotgun method. We put in a bunch and hopefully one will stick. Sometimes they didn't at all. None
Right.
did.
And it was also like I'm sure it's still pretty expensive now, but
Yeah,
then
it's
it was so expensive to just do like one round.
Oh yeah,
because
imagine like new
'cause-
technology.
That's
and
also
everything.
why they did a bunch because it was so expensive. It was
And because
should
you-
Right,
be
you
able
wanted to
get
make
one
it worth
chance
it,
at
yeah.
it kind of thing.
You pay per round. It's not like per egg, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So if you can only afford to do it once,
Yeah.
you're
it's
gonna-
also your own egg anyway.
yeah, you're gonna be like put fucking 10 in there. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, no, absolutely, that makes sense.
'Cause
I'm just dumbfounded.
You
that
don't
they
have
did
a
that. I had no idea
guarantee
they
that
did that.
even one would stay.
Right.
So
And then you had some of those people that were like, they'd go to their first check-in and they'd be like, "Oh look, you have sextuplets," and you're like, "Okay."
yeah, it's like Phoebe and Friends when she has triplets.
Oh yeah. That's why that whole storyline happens.
I
You not
sure.
watch Friends?
Well, the
No.
whole storyline happens because
Because of her
Lisa
brother.
Kudrow was actually pregnant.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
With
they were-
triplets?
No, not with
no.
triplets.
But
But she's the surrogate for her brother and his wife.
I see.
yeah. What a weird story.
Yeah. But I
But-
feel like it's pretty on brand for Phoebe.
It was. It's
Yeah.
true. But actually, I also knew somebody that also their sister couldn't, and they offered to do it. They're there were two sisters, and she said I would do it for you.
I guess that makes sense.
I mean, I feel like that takes some commitment, because
But also, like,
you're also carrying your sister's child, and then you're gonna be giving the child to not you,
Yeah, you know what shit's crazy?
which was
to
the
me?
whole point of that actual storyline too, wasn't it?
yeah, because she gives it, because the wife,
She wanted to keep one.
the brother's wife is like older, so I guess I don't think she was like in menopause, but she was at an age where like having children would be
She might have been in menopause.
would have been more dangerous to
Yeah.
have kids that late in her age.
Phoebe's
So that-
mom shows up and gives her a puppy.
Really?
Yeah, that's what happens.
I don't remember.
Phoebe's
the puppy.
mom shows up and gives her a puppy and says, "Hold on to this for like 2 months or whatever," and then she gets really attached to the puppy, and she's like, and she comes
Oh,
back in 2
yeah.
months and is like, "Give me back the puppy," and she's like, "No,"
Yes,
and
I
she's like,
remember that.
"Well, how if you can't give up a puppy, how are you going to give up these children?" And I think it was before she said yes,
Right.
and then she like is like, "I guess I can't do this. I should go tell them," and then she sees them being all happy and like excited to have a kid,
Right.
and she's like,
And then she asks if she can keep one of the babies, and they're like, no.
later on, yeah, but she gives the puppy back. And
Literally,
she's like,
when
"If-
she's
look at
gi-
the joy that it brought them. I
Like
could do
right
that."
before she's giving birth, she's like asking if she can have one of the babies.
She sure was, but I think to her friends, not to to her brother.
No, she asks Rachel to ask
Yes,
Alice and the brother.
and she doesn't, right?
She
She's
does, and they're like, no.
Like, something like that.
No.
Yeah, it was like a whole thing.
These are our fucking devil humans. You're leaving?
No.
Oh, I was
Just
like,
gets up and fucking leaves.
Bye.
I was just adjusting my
Pulling the
grandma.
ripcord. I'm out. Talking friends, fuck that.
I do tend to walk away from most conversations involving friends, so it wouldn't have been out of character.
I love.
I enjoy Friends. I enjoy Friends a lot.
I'm,
It hasn't
no
aged
interest.
very well, which is true, like in terms of some of its
Content.
content,
I-
but most of
it
it's
was the
fine, and
90s.
some of it's like funny. I still think.
I
Also,
believe you.
I think Chandler's the fucking best.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Matthew Perry was fucking hilarious back in
Yeah,
the day.
and then he
dude.
did a lot of coke.
Sure did.
Sure did.
Sure did. But he was hilarious for a while there.
Sorry. Yeah, he was in Fallout New Vegas. It's really the only thing I
Was
know
he?
him from. Yeah, he plays Benny.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a
Look.
big Fallout fan apparently.
You learn
Like,
something
huge
new
Fallout
every
fan.
day.
Yeah, that's the only thing I know him from.
Hmm.
Besides, and 17 again.
Yes,
Holy
he's the
shit,
dad,
he is.
right?
I love
sure is.
17 again.
He's the dad.
Yeah, he plays the Zac Efron.
Yes, he becomes Zac
Man.
Efron.
Yes,
Sure is.
Good
I
times.
love that movie.
Good.
I
times.
really do. Very good movie.
That movie is. I love it. It's
Very
so
fun.
goofy.
It is a goofy ass movie.
It's like.
And who's the wife? Is it Leslie Mann?
I feel like it is Leslie Mann.
Oh my God! Again, Judd Apatow's a cuck. All he wants to do is see his wife get railed by hot men.
I mean, if I look like Judd Apatow and my wife was Leslie Mann, I'd be like, yeah, you can have her. It's fine.
Are you? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because he's
You ever
not
thought about the
nearly as
process
attractive
that
as she is.
the idea that maybe she's
know
the
what
one
it-
deciding that she wants to be around with other hotter chicks, and he just can't. He just doesn't say no.
Yeah, because she's way more attractive than him. Like,
Yeah, she could be the one that's into it.
More power to her, honestly.
You know, and he's just like,
If I was dating Judd Apatow, I would have thrown myself off the
yeah, and
Although-
high rise.
and he's just like,
Although-
you know, if it makes you happy, honey, sure.
Yeah.
although I don't understand how she got typecast as like the extremely like awkward, quirky lady.
Is
You
that
know
what
what I
she is?
Like, what is the movie? I'm trying to think. Did you ever watch The Other Woman with Cameron Diaz
Can't
and
say I
Leslie
have.
Mann, and I think Kate Upton is in it.
You're listing people, but
and,
I've already said
and
no.
Nicki
Oh, the
Minaj
lady
is
from
also
Knocked
in
Up.
it,
I can't.
and the guy who plays Jamie Lannister is in it.
I only know her from Knocked Up.
That's what I know her from
That's
as well.
it. That's all.
And
only thing.
This is 40.
Never saw it.
It's the sequel to
Oh
Knocked.
well,
Is it? Like actually,
100%.
Knocked Up had a sequel?
Yeah. So this is 40.
Like Seth Rogen's in it?
Yes. No. Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann are though.
Oh,
Yeah.
what did they
Leslie
break
It's
up?
Mann
about-
isn't knocked up.
Yes.
That we literally were just having that conversation. Isn't
is
Leslie
she
Mann
knocked up?
the main
She's the main girl in
love
Knocked Up.
interest?
What?
And her and Seth Rogen get together at the end, don't they?
What?
Oh, shit,
No,
wait a minute.
Katherine Heigl is the main girl.
Oh, so she's the
no,
friend?
no.
She's the friend?
Hold on a minute.
Wait, is it Katherine Heigl? Is she the main one in Knocked Up?
This is 40. Is the sequel to. Yeah, sort of sequel to Knocked Up.
Who's in Knocked Up? I'm so confused
Paul
now.
Rudd and Leslie Mann are together.
Oh, so it's the friend and the girl.
Yeah.
So it's not the main girl. Oh yes, because main girl is played by Katherine
Heigl.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
You were
How
throwing me
dare-
off. So
I
it's a
literally
sequel
was
with the other couple. Focused around the other couple.
Correct.
Okay.
I was so confused because I'm like, did I just watch a completely
Yeah, because
different movie?
Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl are not in This Is 40.
Gotcha.
It is Paul Rudd and Leslie Mann.
Okay.
Oh,
Saw
yes.
Knocked Up forever
Good
ago. I
old
remember it being
Paul
funny though.
Rudd.
It's also been a very long time since I've seen Knocked Up.
Yeah.
I love
Also
Knocked
feel
Up.
like probably those movies have not aged well. That's just an assumption.
It's just a Seth Rogen
That's just
movie.
an assumption.
It's a 2000 Seth Rogen movie. It's probably funny for some things, and some things probably, you're right, haven't aged well.
Yeah.
Aren't they like TSA agents that don't give a shit?
Oh, that's Observe and Report.
I think it's also a Knocked Up.
Is he a
It's
TSA
also
agent?
She's Out of Your League. They're TSA
Is he a TSA
Maybe it's
agent?
that movie that I'm thinking of then.
with what's her name?
She's
Blonde
Out of Your
hair.
League.
I thought in Observe and Report they were fucking mall cops.
It might be She's Out of Your League that I'm
Look
thinking
up
of
She's
then.
Out of Your League. I think that's what you're thinking of. And the girl, she's like really hot.
Out of My League. I forgot Kristen Ritter was in that movie. Oh,
Yeah.
TJ Miller. Yeah. Well,
I
it's
love
Yeah,
it's-
she's the
it's-
friend.
Yeah, She's Out of My League. That's what it is.
Is this the movie you're talking about?
No.
Okay.
But no, you're right. It was She's Out of My League.
That's what I
That was
thought.
the
Because
movie
I was
thinking
like,
of.
that's the only one where I can think of like
Yeah, because it has
they're specifically like TSA,
it has
except for
Jay
like
in
Get
it.
Out, but it's not the same at all.
yeah. It has Jay in it, who I only have ever known from This Is the End
That's why.
or World's End. No, This Is the End. That
You
was
want
the
to know
first
why I
thing
was
ever
thinking
knew
of the
him
Observe and Report? Because they came out, that movie and Paul Blart Mall Cop came out the exact same time. And they're both fat mall cops in that movie. So
I never saw Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Banger.
I saw
Is it
them
really?
Banger of a film.
probably when they came out, and never again since.
Absolute slammer. of a
Also,
film.
I don't know what it is, but Kristen Ritter, for some reason, I find very attractive.
Oh, she's so hot,
Yeah,
dude.
she's
I find her
Absolutely.
so hot. Don't know. I literally couldn't tell you what it is about her that I find
just
hot.
Look at her.
But
She's
just like I find
incredibly
her
hot.
very attractive.
She has like very interesting facial features, and they just like work very well. And she always has like the super dark black hair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Against-
She's
and-
just
like
just
her
hot.
is like her
and
is
her-
Jessica
and her
Jones.
Yeah. So cute.
yeah, that's also partially why I'm like, please come back as Jessica Jones. She wants to, but I'm just like, hey,
Yeah.
Marvel, don't fuck it up.
Do you listen to the War on Drugs, the band?
Nope.
Oh, because she's dating the lead singer. I think you would like them.
Could
yeah.
How you doing?
be. Yeah.
You know who I think is very attractive, and not like in this same vein.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jessica Lange.
Who's
She,
that?
She was in the like American Horror Story shows.
Jessica Lange.
Um,
Jessica Lange? Like the old woman?
I thought her name Lang was the last
That
name.
one?
I thought it was Lange.
Oh, maybe you're right. Yeah, I don't know why. I always thought she was really beautiful.
I mean, that first one. That first picture.
I mean, she's like 75.
Also, when
Her?
she's younger. When she was younger.
She's definitely older, but I don't know.
You know who could- you know who could still
something
get it?
about her age. I think she really.
Betty White.
Betty White is dead.
you know.
She's so dead.
I went into that statement forgetting that, and then I just committed.
Can I just say what an excellent
But
bit.
I want to say that
It is-
before she passed, Betty White was always bangable.
It's true.
Okay.
Would you not bang Betty White?
At 99, no. I would break her in half.
This fucking douche.
Yeah, but
I
then
literally
you,
would break her in half.
Oh, but yeah, and then you'd get bad press because.
And then
you'd
I
be
get
the-
bad press 'cause I'd be
you'd
the guy who killed Betty White.
That killed Betty
No.
White.
I'd be the guy that killed Betty White.
If Betty White
That's the
walked,
kind of
if
during
Betty White
coitus
walked up to me and was
death
like,
you don't want.
"Hey,
Nah.
Michael,
Yeah.
you want to bang?"
Yeah.
I'm not saying no. You
Yeah.
don't tell.
Well,
You
you're
don't
a
say
freak.
no to Betty White.
I would bang Betty White.
I would say no to Betty White in a heartbeat.
Nah, bro.
I would let Betty White bang
She's
me.
99.
I'd
I
be
would
like-
let Betty White bang
If
me.
I hit
I'd be
that-
like, Betty, you want a strap on? Here you go. Go to town.
Oh, let her bang me.
I mean,
Either
both.
way.
Either way.
So like she pegs me is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sure.
I wouldn't feel it. You think she has enough strength to move her hips on her own?
Yeah, but when she's putting an angry
well, not
order
now
in you,
because
she's gonna feel
dead.
ya.
But not now because she's dead. But back then, at 90, at a ripe
I like the idea
97
that he said I wouldn't feel it because he was like, dude, you know how much shit's been up there? I wouldn't feel shit. Like,
You know how backed up I am, dude?
you know how many people have been down there?
One, she wouldn't be able to reach this tight little ass because she's 97 and weak.
And
Two, if I banged her, I think it would be like in SpongeBob where she has glass bones and paper skin and she would shatter and crumble into dust in front of me.
Nah, dude, I would wear having been laid by Betty White on my fucking sleeve.
Yeah, that's something.
I would
that-
put it like on my resumes,
a
all on
certain-
my
On my resume,
bio.
I had sex with Betty
Look,
White.
all I'm saying is a certain
Be like-
amount of men can attest to that, and they are also all dead. So
I would be like, hello, yes, I would like to join your accounting firm. Please take a look at my resume. And it just says, like, I fucked Betty White.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
okay, well then where you're hired. essentially,
Yeah,
is what
I
you're saying.
should be.
You know who's an old woman actress who, well, you know, beauty's in the, I don't know, whatever.
Where are you going with this, bud?
All I'm saying is that she's 75, so yeah, she could be considered old. Susan Sarandon.
Oh, wait, you know
Susan
who else?
Sarandon can absolutely get it
Hold on.
right now.
Yeah, all right.
And
Yeah.
and Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren. We're
She's-
we're getting a hotel room and we're
She's
going six
so
ways till Sunday.
fabulous. Like, this bitch could get it any day. Like, are you kidding me?
Brother. Helen Mirren. Absolutely, we're going 6 ways to Sunday. let me tell
Hello?
you. Yeah, I'd hit it raw.
Like, she's so gorgeous. This woman is 76 years old, and
Yeah,
like
she's gorgeous.
She
Look up
is-
Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon.
Oh, you have it pulled up? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Are you kidding?
Oh yeah,
Are you
absolutely.
serious with that?
Absolutely.
The fifth picture.
I 100% agree.
Oh my God! Right?
She was that face is so familiar. What was she in?
Oh, she's been in a lot of shit.
Was she in who's the woman in Ghostbusters? In the first one?
No,
Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, Sigourney Weaver, yes!
Weaver.
Is that who you were talking about?
Sigourney
That-
Weaver.
no.
Because my brain went to the desk assistant.
No. Sigourney
Okay.
Weaver is who I was
Okay,
talking
alright,
about.
yeah.
But I don't
Sigourney
know why
Weaver,
their faces are
100%.
so
Oh my
similar.
God, she's so hot.
Well,
dude.
actually, funny enough, there's a picture of them right next to each other.
Oh my
Yes.
God, she's so hot and tall.
I don't know why. I always thought their faces were very similar.
Absolutely would
Bro,
crush me.
bro, yeah, she
Yeah.
could absolutely step on.
Oh my God,
yeah.
100%.
Sigourney Weaver,
100%,
like,
dude.
call me
Sigourney
anytime.
Weaver, so hot. Still to this day.
Honestly.
Her and the Defenders, oh my God, would absolutely let her run a train on me.
She
Who's
was like
the
the only good
Defenders?
thing about her. The
100
only
billion
good thing about
percent.
Defenders.
100 billion
What's the
percent.
Defenders?
The Marvel
the
show.
Marvel show where all the Netflix heroes teamed up for a minute,
Oh.
It wasn't
and
good.
then they stopped.
It wasn't good. The only
Yeah.
good
Wait,
thing
can
about
you show
it,
me a screenshot of it or something?
the only good
Her in
thing,
the white suit.
the only good thing about Defenders was the repertoire between Matt and Jessica Jones, between those two characters. That was the only good thing.
Yeah.
You know
Pretty cute.
what? Which one was it? I see. Which Alien movie was it? Was it the third one where she's like a clone of a clone of a clone?
That's Alien Resurrection.
Yeah.
We don't talk about
That's
Alien
the third one,
Resurrection.
right?
Third, yeah. The third one,
I
she's
thought the fourth one, she's a clone. Oh no, the third one. Third one, she's not a clone. Third one, it's still
Oh
the same
yeah,
Ripley.
no, yeah, you're right.
Fourth one,
It's
she's a
Resurrection
clone.
when she's a clone of
Made by a weird French pervert
And-
who almost killed Ron Perlman.
and also that what?
You don't know about that? So you
No.
know in Alien Resurrection where they have the underwater scenes?
Yes.
Yeah, they didn't give Ron Perlman a life or the oxygen. They
Oh,
almost killed
good
Ron
one.
Perlman.
And
All for a fucking stupid
But she's like
basketball
she's
shot.
also part like alien in that movie.
yes.
Boy, howdy is she.
Yeah. Also, Alien 3 also garbage because that movie starts, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, by the way, Newt's dead.
Awful.
Yeah.
And you're just like, bro,
Horrible.
like,
You
Horrible
didn't
movie.
We did all this fucking work for this fucking kid, and now
Horrible.
she's dead.
and it's off screen, and like she like burned to death or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it was awful.
Yeah,
and you're
it's
like,
so-
bro.
And
Yeah.
it's weird because it looks like how did they explain it? Like the ship
The
was
ship was damaged, and then they were all in cryo sleep, and the cryo chamber for Newt breaks, and so it like depressurizes, and everything's like on fire, and so it depressurizes. The fire just moves into the thing and just fucking burns her alive.
Burns her.
Horrible.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible decision.
It's awful. I think they do say that she was still asleep, so she didn't have woken up yet or
Right.
something, so she didn't feel pain.
But that, like, so
But, like,
stupid.
still.
Well, who gives a fuck? Yeah, like she's still
It
dead.
was incredible in that movie. She was like one of those few child actors from like forever ago movies that was like good.
Right. Where
The
it wasn't
cast of
like
E.T.
wasn't
Yeah.
like
And
totally
Aliens.
cheesy.
I would also argue. Well, there's a few like Sandlot or Goonies.
Goonies. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Monster Squad.
Goonies was pretty good with their cast.
Yeah, Goonies was good.
Plus that actor, the one that plays Short Round and also Zero in Goonies. What the fuck was his name? Data in Goonies. That actor after those two movies was basically like, I'm done with movies.
That's
Just
fair.
stopped. And then he recently he said so he was in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Sure.
You haven't
He
seen
plays
that movie?
Michelle Yeoh's
You should-
husband.
Yeah, you should see that movie. It's really fucking
Very good movie.
It's the first movie that he's done since like basically Goonies.
Wow.
And he said the reason that he wanted to get back into acting was because of Crazy Rich Asians, because he was like, oh, like I'm missing out on like so many cool Asian roles now that like I could.
Oh,
have
so
been,
he
like,
was
Yeah,
the
king
little
shit.
Asian kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, king shit. Honestly.
Yeah. And he
Sorry,
was
I
like,
just
oh,
didn't know his name, so I wasn't sure
so
who
he
I
was
was
like,
picturing.
I want to come back. And so then, like literally, I think the interview was like, I called my agent. My agent was like, fuck yeah, and he called back the next day and went, I got a movie for you.
Honestly, fucking king, dude. I thought he was so good in that movie.
He was incredible.
So good in Everything
He was
Everywhere All at Once.
incredible.
So freaking good.
And hold on, I'll pull him up right now just to make sure that is right in terms of like what the last movie did. I think
Right.
he was like behind the scenes, did a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
But
I
not-
know he acted in some like Chinese films for a while.
Anyway, as I pull this up, but that speaking of just Everything Everywhere All at Once, so goddamn good. Jamie Lee
Absolute
Curtis is also in that movie.
I love Jamie Lee
Hilarious.
Her
Curtis.
in that movie.
Her name is Deirdre Beardra in that
Oh my
movie.
god. I would also
forgot
fuck
about
Jamie
that.
Lee Curtis as well.
James
love
Hong
Jamie Lee
also
Curtis.
in that movie.
James
Speaking of
Hong,
James Hong, he also has got a
love
star
James Hong.
on the Hollywood. I almost said
Well
Walk of
fucking
Shame,
deserved.
Walk of Fame.
Well
Walk
deserved.
of Shame.
Well deserved. Love James Hong.
100%. He's incredible, dude. He's fucking great. So
Big Trouble in Little China.
he,
Boy, Runner.
yeah. Okay, so he has 15 acting credits. Everything All at Once, 2022, and then he, his last major like role was Goonies in 1985.
Wow.
Basically, everything else is very small side roles or one appearances in shows,
Oh, like cameo kind of thing?
or no, just like acting as like as a one-off
Like bit parts.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like not because I don't think. Yeah, like basically his last thing in terms of big credits was the Goonies, and then he didn't really show up again until 2022. He showed up in like one movie before that in 2021, and then before that was 2002.
Can I bring it back to Jamie Lee Curtis for like 2 seconds?
Yeah, I love her. Also, I would also bang her. Also,
Yeah,
would
Jamie
bang
Lee
Jamie Lee
Curtis?
Curtis.
She can get it.
She's also a huge anime nerd. She loves One Piece.
And World of Warcraft.
And she has been pushing to play Nico Robin forever. She wants to play Nico Robin in like a live action thing.
I would
forever.
pay money to see
Every
it.
time someone asks, she's like, "I want to be Nico Robin."
Jamie Lee Curtis could
is
be
it-
like 120 years old. I'd be like, you can do it.
Who's,
Go for it.
Who's Nika Robin?
She's
She's the one with the multiple
smart
arms,
Yeah,
right?
she's the smart badass of the group, basically.
Yeah.
She's like
is she an older woman?
She has
Nah.
multi arms.
well, I think she is the oldest human in the group.
Yeah,
But
but
she's
she's
not
like
that old.
30 in comparison.
Yeah, I think she's just
Oh,
30.
look, get Jamie Lee Curtis in there.
All
But she
cares?
like anytime she's at like Comic-Con or whatever, she talks about how she wants to play Nico Robin. She's like, A, she's sexy. B, she's badass. C, she's sexy.
The three things that Jamie Lee Curtis is. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she
sure.
got
Get
butt-
her in there.
Yeah, and she says constantly that she wants to play her.
Can she multiple?
She's also
multiply
efficient-
any of her limbs or just the arms?
She can
Like,
make any kind of like appendage.
That's what I
She's
thought.
also officiating her daughter's wedding as Jaina Proudmoore from WoW. She's apparently a big WoW fan.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. She's also playing Dr. Patricia Tannis in the Borderlands movie.
Interesting.
Yeah. A choice.
If she's playing Tannis.
A choice.
No, I think she's a great Tannis.
I think she would
I
knock
think
it
she'll
out
be a
of the fucking
great
park.
Tannis. I think she will
As
be
Tannis.
a
A fantastic Tannis. A fantanis.
Yeah, that's
Jamie
her.
Lee
Yeah.
Curtis. No, I know. I just wasn't
Yeah.
expecting it.
Yeah.
Just like, damn, that's a good picture.
Boy, howdy is it.
Yeah, she's like what, 18 in that photo?
It's
20
probably
years
like
old?
God, I hope so.
she's
'Cause
probably.
that's
she-
like right after.
I was gonna say it's probably
Halloween.
post Halloween.
Yeah, it's like right after
Oh,
Halloween.
I think she was in her 20s in Halloween.
Was she?
Really? I thought she
I
was.
don't remember.
I thought she was.
Fucking hope so.
I thought she was a little younger.
Hold on, let's see.
This is what she looks like and everything. Oh,
I love it. The beer gut. It's so
Oh,
good.
it's incredible. The fucking like wrist protector.
Yeah.
Like she's fucking great in that movie, dude.
But the reason why I bring it back up is like,
Oh, she's
what
20.
what was the 20? So yeah, so she's about 20 in that photo as well then.
I love it. The
Just
beer gut. It's so good.
so
So
good.
good.
So fantastic.
The whole there was a long period of time in that movie where I was like, is that fucking Jamie Lee Curtis?
Is that
Because I
her?
just wasn't expecting her
Yeah,
at all, and I was
Hello?
just staring at her like, because it's very clearly Jamie Lee Curtis, like you could see it.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, I just was not expecting her in any capacity to be like, oh hey, Jamie Lee Curtis. It was just, is that fucking Jamie Lee Curtis?
Jamie Lee
Why is
Curtis
she
in
here?
Freaky Friday though, where she has like the makeover scene.
Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies, dude.
Hold
Where
on.
she has the stripping scene. Bruh.
Wait, look up Jamie
Where
Lee
are
Cur-
we at right now?
But okay, so she has
Okay.
a makeover scene, and do you look at the fit?
Yeah. Can you look up Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies, and I'll convince all of you?
No,
I
I know
mean-
exactly what
Yeah,
you're
I
talking
know exactly what
about.
you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
I agree.
I haven't seen
Watch
that movie
the
in
scene
forever.
live
Yeah.
on the pod. No, I'm kidding.
Us reacting to Jamie Lee Curtis
Wow.
for an entire hour.
It was like
Yeah,
Arnold
you're talking about this?
Schwarzenegger's "A Boy Howdy Am I."
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You're gonna have a lot of pictures to
had
put
a
up
time.
because this is your.
I'm not
episode.
putting that one up.
No,
Put
you
that
could.
one up.
Just put a still. It
I
doesn't need to
can't.
be the gift.
Look at her.
You
But
could,
she's
you
not
could just
naked.
put bars.
Yeah, I can
She's
put that.
covering the necessary bits.
Also, yeah, it's true. She is not naked. Fuck. Now I need to go see this movie again.
True Lies is so good. It's such a fun movie.
Didn't she say too that she like back when they were making the first Halloween that she was like, yeah, I would have done nude scenes, but like they didn't ask, so I didn't do it. I think she was like, I think she said that she was like, oh, dude, like I might be misremembering, but I feel like I remember her having a quote where she was like, you know, when people do it now, it's super empowering. And she was like, I wish like I had that opportunity to be that kind of person. And she was like, but they never asked, so I didn't do it.
She was just like, yeah, whatever.
There were boobs in that movie though, just not Jamie Lee
Yeah.
Curtis's.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure she had like a thing about that where she was like, I think it's awesome. I would have 100% did it. Like that would have been rad. She's like, I won't really do it now, but she was like, I would have done that.
I don't really do it now, but like, hey, good for her.
Yeah.
She's like, but when I was young and spry.
You know who else could get it? Diane Keaton.
Show me. I don't know.
Oh wait, no, Diane Lane. Well, Diane Keaton.
Okay, okay.
Diane Lane.
One at a time, because I can't picture these people right off.
I meant
just with the
Diane
name.
Lane. Just do Diane
With
Lane.
just
not
the
Diane
name.
Keaton.
I don't even know who this is.
Diane
think.
Lane.
Yeah, I don't think I know who this is.
That's Martha Kent in Man of Steel and Batman v Superman.
Ah, those bad movies.
Those bad movies, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
But like,
She-
how you doing?
She's like-
I would also like to bring up if we're talking about like parental figure looking
MILF
people.
actresses.
I don't know why, but
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei.
she gives
Bro,
me.
she could put me in a bucket.
I've
and
been
mop the
wanting
floor
to.
with me, bro.
I've been wanting to say yes to Marissa Tomei since My Cousin Vinny in the '80s.
She
Boy.
gives me
Yeah. Who, Diane Lane or Marissa Tomei?
Diane Lane for
Yeah.
some reason gives me like Katie Holmes vibes, and I don't know why. It
Just
It doesn't-
just
it
Marissa
doesn't-
Tomei.
doesn't fit for me. Yeah, absolutely.
And then again, the very Italian Marissa Tomei from My Cousin Vinny.
I love that movie so much.
And she has not aged.
no, not at all.
Not one bit. It has been like 40 years. It looks the exact goddamn same. How old is Marissa Tomei?
She's got to be in her like late 50s, early.
So I think she just time traveled.
57.
Yeah, late 50s.
And
there you go.
she looks the exact same. She is like Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
or Keanu Reeves.
Keanu
or
Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
That man will outlive literally everybody.
Oh yeah, I hope he does.
Just
honestly.
Marissa Tomei. Has everyone seen Spider-Man here?
Yes.
The newest one?
No,
Yeah.
Fucking damn it.
sorry. I actually, I haven't watched any of the Tom Holland Spider-Mans.
Do you care?
Not really.
Okay, cool. Hey, spoilers for like literally maybe a minute. I'll just throw the jump skip thing. She dies in the third one,
Oh,
and
poor baby.
very upset about it. Just because that means no more Marissa Tomei in movies.
That's fair.
I'm like when she got hit, and I was like, no, don't you fucking do this to me. And then she's like having like a little speech, and then she collapses, and I'm like, no, don't you fucking. And then she like goes limp, and I'm like, damn it, because it's just now I don't get Marissa Tomei anymore in Marvel, and that's very upsetting.
Marvel's worse off.
They were truly worse off. Fucking Marissa Tomei is incredible.
Love Marissa Tomei. All the time in the world for
Love her
Marissa
so much,
Tomei.
dude. Yeah, she's great.
R.I.P.
I need to go watch My Cousin Vinny again. I need to go watch that movie
Yeah,
again.
great movie.
And your
Absolutely
biological
fantastic
clock
movie.
keeps ticking. What else can we throw on here? So you're
Oh
telling
my
me
God.
you were gonna shoot a doe-eyed little deer, put your deer lips down to the cool, clear water, and bam, a fucking bullet goes flying through your skull, brains laying everywhere. So I ask you think you give a fuck about what kind of pants the son of a bitch that shot you were wearing?
I'm so lost.
Like, you've never seen My Cousin Vinny?
No.
Oh
I got one
my
more.
god.
I got one more. Christine Baranski.
No idea who that
I
is.
don't know who that is either.
Christine Baranski, The Birdcage.
Okay. Interesting.
No, but look her up in The Birdcage specifically.
Oh, okay. I was like, hasn't aged the best. Birdcage.
Let me see. Let me look.
Yeah. I'm pulling it up. Still don't agree.
Oh,
completely.
Mom. Bro,
Oh,
bro,
you know what else she was in?
Incredible movie. By the way.
oh my God, The
incredible
Birdcage.
movie.
A
The
top
li-
5 favorite of all time.
She was in the live action Grinch.
Was she?
Holy shit, she was.
Yeah.
Cindy Lou Who's
Yeah.
Mom. Oh
No,
my
she
God.
was the mayor's
Or was-
like fiance.
Oh, Mayor's Fiance.
Yep.
That's right.
She sure
She
was.
was the mayor's fiance.
I love one of the things I love about that movie is the girl who plays Cindy Lou, Taylor Momsen.
Yeah.
Grew up to be the lead singer of the Pretty Reckless.
Yeah.
And if you look at her now, it's just like,
Yeah.
how you doing? But
Her,
like,
their music's actually pretty good.
I've never listened to the Pretty Reckless. All I know is that Taylor Momsen is the lead singer and she's gorgeous.
Yeah, their music's
But I was
actually
like,
like
holy shit, Cindy Lou Who? Like, what happened?
their music's pretty slamming. Not gonna lie.
I believe you.
Yeah,
I'll check them out.
they're going on a tour actually.
She sure did grow up.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
the
like-
side by side
Like,
there.
oh my God.
she was also Jenny in Gossip Girl.
I'd never seen Gossip Girl.
My guy,
Don't you talk about Gossip Girl like all the
No,
time?
Gilmore Girls.
you
Nah,
would
it's fucking the
love.
same thing.
Okay,
Would I? It's not the same. Oh, no.
okay. I think
They're both 2000 drama shows that no one cares
Gilmore
about.
Girls.
No one cares about. Gilmore Girls has a dedicated following, you simpleton.
So
That
does
nobody
Gossip
cares
Girl.
about.
How dare you?
Eamon was watching
Do you
it
have
the other
HBO
day.
Max?
Yes.
Okay, Gossip Girl's on HBO Max. Don't watch the 2022 one. That shit's garbage.
I don't want to watch Gossip Girl.
No, watch it. It's good, I swear.
The only thing of that
I have to
era
still
that
watch
I
one.
remember watching, because it was like, we only have one TV, and so I had to watch what my sister wanted to watch,
Yeah.
was, I remember distinctly 2 shows. 3. The beginning of Supernatural.
Right.
Sure.
Which, fun little fact, the last episode I ever had a memory of watching Supernatural, like from my sister, was the first episode when I decided to pick it back up that I decided to watch just conveniently.
Oh.
Wasn't
Oh.
even on but it was just on TV, and I was like, I haven't watched this show in a while. Put it on, it was the exact same episode, and I was like,
Rules.
that's weird.
That's
Anyway, it was Supernatural, One Tree Hill.
I never saw it.
Never saw that
and-
either.
And the show where it was like about a mom and the daughter, and they were like really close in age.
Gilmore Girls?
I don't know. Is it?
Yeah,
Is that what Gilmore Girls is
sounds
about?
exactly
Gilmore
like
Girls.
Gilmore
They're
Girls.
just the mom and the daughter are super close in age, and that's what it's about.
Is the daughter like
No, well, the show is not about how they're super close
in
age.
high
It's just
school
they're
and
super
trying
close.
to go to college, and she's really
Literally
smart, and the
no
mom
idea.
is
I
like
just
kind
remember
of
that-
irresponsible?
I just remember that they're very close in age because the mom had her at a very young age, and they're
Well,
like,
Laura, yeah, the Lorelai is like 30, like mid 30s, and then Rory is in. She's like
She's-
16.
oh, hey,
when
it's
the-
that
Yeah,
girl.
she's
Yeah,
like
this is totally
16.
that.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
Gilmore
it's
Girls.
Gilmore apparently
It's
Gilmore
like
Girls.
my favorite show of all time. Well, it's not my favorite show of all time. It's up there though. But like, I love Gilmore.
She
Girls.
looks familiar.
And then
Who, Lauren
Rory,
Graham?
The
Rory
daughter.
went on.
Oh, she's Alexis Bledel.
yeah,
she's
she
been in a
went
bunch
on
of
to
shit.
be in Handmaid's Tale.
She won an Emmy for *Handmaid's Tale*.
Did she really?
She did.
Good for her.
I know, right?
Where do I know her from?
She's in a bunch of shit. Tuck Everlasting.
Never saw that.
Oh, Tuck Everlasting, great guilty pleasure movie.
Anyway,
Anyway,
yeah. So I
fuck
remember
your
I remember
guilty
that
pleasure.
movie, or that show, and those were pretty much like the 3 things that I was like I just had to watch. That was around the same time that whenever I had TV, I was like, cool, Zoe 101.
Hey,
So like,
yeah, fuck
Yeah.
yeah, Zoe 101 rules.
Zoe 101 was so good.
Yeah, it turns out she's a piece of shit.
yeah,
Jamie Lynn Spears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
I
piece
do
of
hear
shit.
that. I do hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Which
I did lie before. I actually did watch one episode of One Tree Hill.
Oh.
Because Angels and Airwaves was on it.
Really?
They were the musical guests. So and they were my favorite
my-
band at the time.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, and I watched it.
In Gossip Girl, I think in like the second or third season, they have Lady Gaga on
Shut up.
during her bad romance era.
Shut up.
I'm not-
Her peak era?
I'm not even kidding.
That's awesome.
Literally, Lady Gaga just shows up, does a little performance, and she's like, bye.
Bye. Yeah. Okay.
Like,
I
as
can get
her?
behind that.
Yeah, as Lady Gaga.
okay,
I can vibe with that.
Yeah.
sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? You know? Fuck it.
Because apparently, like, one of the main characters, Blair, her stepdad is like,
Wait a minute.
What?
Is Gossip Girl the one with like Leighton Meester?
yeah, she's Blair.
Meissner?
Leighton Meester.
Meester?
Yeah.
Right. And then there's like other people.
Yeah, like Blake Lively, she's Serena.
That's right. That's what that shows.
And Taylor Momsen is Jenny.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What's
No, because I remember that is a show that
And
like everybody
and-
went on to
and-
become famous.
And the hot guy from The Boys is
weren't
Nate.
both
is Sebastian Stan, right?
No, a
Isn't
different
he in it?
hot guy, but Sebastian Stan isn't it? Look up The
Adrian
Boys.
wasn't
Not even.
wasn't Jensen Ackles in Gilmore Girls?
Who?
No. Jared Padalecki was.
Which one was?
He was Dean.
Which one was? Which show was Jensen in? He was also in one of those like
don't know,
era
was he?
shows. Yeah, he was. I just don't remember which one it was then. I thought it was Gossip Gilmore
No,
Girls.
that was Jared Padalecki. He plays
fuck do you want me to
Dean,
look
who was
up?
the best.
Hold on, I'm
romance
looking it up.
choice for-
Oh,
for
Chase
Rachel.
Crawford from he was Nate.
I don't know what the fuck
Oh, you,
that is. I don't know the fuck that
he's
is.
in The Boys.
The Boys, like the show?
Yeah, like the Amazon show.
I thought that's Jensen Ackles was in that show.
Well, Chase Crawford is also in the show.
Good for him.
Jensen
Denver.
Ackles is going to be joining the show.
Right.
He's
yeah.
going to be
Soldier
Soldier
Oh,
Boy.
and fucking Penn Badgley from You is in Gossip Girl.
Yeah, that's who
He's
I was thinking
Dan.
of. That's who I was
He's
thinking
Dan.
Of. Yeah.
One of my favorite little things about Jensen Ackles' early
Fucking
career.
piece of shit Dan Humphrey who deserves to have his dick ripped off. More than
Dawson's
Joe.
Creek, by the way.
More than Joe from You. I sympathize more with Joe
Joe's
from You.
killed people.
I sympathize more with Joe from You than Dan.
Joe is a psychopath.
Dan is even more of a psychopath.
He's killed people.
If you watch Gossip Girl, you'll understand.
Anyway,
He's killed people.
nobody heard that.
I know. I was talking about live studio.
I think if-
Dawson's Creek was what Jensen Ackles was in. One of those.
Oh,
other,
was he
like,
really?
Yeah. Go ahead. Continue
Sorry,
your thing.
my
I guess yours
headcanon is that
boring.
Dan from Gossip Girl learned to become like a master manipulator in his high school and college ages, left New York City, and became Joe from You.
Well, wasn't he Gospel Girl?
Gospel
wasn't
Girl.
He Gossip Girl?
He was the Gospel Girl.
So then
No.
your
But
theory is right. Like,
but
that's
just how
great.
it plays out
Oh, okay.
is just so fucking ludicrous. Where I'm like, y'all, can I tell you how it plays out?
Y'all. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay. So we get like through fucking like 6 seasons of Gossip Girl, right? Drama, pettiness, all
Naturally.
this stuff happens,
Yeah.
right? Literally in the last episode, Blair and Chuck get married because Chuck is gonna get like arrested for potentially murdering his father.
Hey, what the fuck?
So they get married so Blair can't testify against him as his wife, which is a thing. And
It's
then
like that joke from Arrested Development. They can't arrest a husband and wife for the same crime.
and
But anyway.
and then I mean that's not true.
I was gonna say that's definitely not
That's
true.
that's the joke.
But
they're stupid. And yeah.
But then, and then also in the last episode, it's revealed that Dan is Gossip Girl,
Yes.
and everyone is like, oh, "I can't believe it! Dan is Gossip Girl." Even though one, it makes no sense for Dan to be Gossip Girl because multiple times, Gossip Girl has said like super terrible things about Dan's own sister, which is Jenny, which is Taylor Momsen, like saying that she lost her virginity to Chuck Bass, who's like a scumbag, and all this stuff, and like Dan outs himself as a cheater through Gossip Girl, which makes no sense. I'm like,
Yeah, what the fuck?
you're gonna put your own shit on blast, like,
Maybe
all
he
right.
was doing it so he didn't.
I don't
get
know.
suspicious.
It literally makes no sense.
He didn't look suspicious.
And then everyone's like mad at him for like all of 3 seconds. And they're like, I respect that, bro. You made our lives a living hell for like 4 years straight. But I respect you. And then Dan marries Serena at the end.
Who's Serena?
Serena is Blake Lively. So they meet in the first episode. They have their little meet cute moment. And Dan's like, everyone in Gossip Girl is rich except for Dan and Jenny and their dad Rufus. Because it's the Upper East Side. And they're in Brooklyn like fucking hobos.
I am so fucking over this show.
I'm literally
already.
not even kidding you. Everyone treats Dan and Jenny like...
Who's Jenny? Oh,
the little sister. They treat them like they literally have been wearing the same clothes for 5 years because they can't afford anything else. Even though they're going to like the most expensive private school in New York City. Like they have very nice things. They live in the biggest, most beautiful loft apartment I've ever seen in my life in Brooklyn. And they're like, you ride the subway to school. You're a fucking commoner. But anyway.
I don't want to watch this show. Like,
No,
it's going to piss me off.
The tea is so good because these people are fucking idiots. It's incredible.
Okay.
Like, did you ever watch Pretty Little Liars?
No. My sister. I think my
Another
sister does.
great show you need to watch.
I'm not watching. Just because I love Gilmore Girls doesn't mean I want to experience
No.
every early 2000s
Okay,
drama.
but here's
Like,
the thing. Gilmore Girls, from my understanding, wholesome.
It's the best show ever made.
wholesome.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, you want your characters to succeed.
100%.
Pretty Little Liars and Gossip Girl,
Yeah.
trash. Horrible. You actually want people to fail.
Okay.
But, like, in a good way.
Sure.
You want people to get what they deserve, which is mostly bad things.
Okay. Fair.
So anyway, can I bring up this fun little story about
Absolutely.
Smallville
Please.
and Jensen Ackles, his role in Smallville?
Who did he play in Smallville?
A character that does not exist anywhere else. Jason Teague. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's not really important.
Sure. Yeah.
So he was in the show for like a year, 22 episodes. He was in a lot.
There's a season. Yeah.
Yeah. So he was supposed to be, I don't remember exactly what they were like building him up towards, but he was supposed to be like being built towards being a really, really important character, right?
Sure.
So like showing up more often, being friends with Clark,
Yeah.
like whatever. So they're best friends, right? And then Jensen Ackles, real life Jensen Ackles, gets the role for Supernatural, and he goes, I'm going there. Fuck this, because better deal or whatever.
well,
couldn't
he
do
ran
both
for-
shoes.
I mean, the right choice, I guess.
Right. Yeah. So he is like, all right, I'm gonna go to this role. Like, what's the plan here? And so the show is like, don't worry, we got you. So in the course of, I believe, one episode, possibly two, but I think it's one, he is playing his character who all of a sudden finds out that Clark is Superman, which makes him go crazy. He breaks into the Kent farmhouse, puts a gun to Martha's head, and is like, I'm going to fucking kill her. And then a meteor falls from the sky for no reason through the house, slammed Jensen Ackles in the fucking face, into the ground, dies. And then they're like, anyway, moving on. And just never talk about it again.
Wow.
It's incredible.
What a way to just be like,
They make him full on crazy. Oh, gonna fucking put off Miss Kent, and then a meteor from no one's like purpose of doing. Like Superman didn't fucking fly to space and push a meteor into the fucking, just randomly falls to Earth through the house, slams him in the fucking skull, implants him in the ground, and he's dead.
that's incredible.
And then they just never talk about it again.
Can you show me?
If I'm ever in a TV show, that's how I want to be killed off.
Yeah.
I want to be in like a searing family drama where like there's
a
there's
meteor
like
snipes
lines.
you?
Yeah, there's like lines of like corruption and like shit like that. And then I just want a meteor to fucking snipe me as I'm getting out of a taxi. That's how I want my character to do.
I want to go like the you're gonna get this in Friends when Joey realizes he's getting written off and he has to like he has to walk into the elevator that he knows is not gonna be there, and he's like, but I don't want to walk into the elevator, and they're like, fucking do it. And he's like, okay, and so he has to like just take the step and then just fucking face first off into the elevator and fall into the shaft. I'm gonna see if I can find this fucking death from Smallville.
I believe in you.
Let's find out.
You can do it.
if this. Yeah, but it's so. Anyway, while I'm looking this
I
up,
feel like Smallville went on for like a long ass time,
Smallville
right?
has been on since I've like been alive. I think.
It's not still running though, yeah.
No. They ended it in like I think like recently.
Recently, Smallville has been on for like as long as I can remember. Hold on. From 2001 to 2011.
Okay.
Oh my god, it started on the WB.
Yeah, do you remember the WB?
I
That's
miss.
the CW now.
I know I missed the WB.
That's where Gilmore Girls aired. That's where Gossip Girl aired, I think.
Now I feel like Gossip Girl was 2007.
Oh,
It was CW in 2006.
Oh.
Hold on, let me look. Gossip Girl. Yeah, 2007.
Damn, feels like a lifetime ago.
I know, right? Oh wait, but also in Gossip Girl, I would say like 9 out of 10 times they have really good fashion choices.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, but then there's like 1 out of the 10 where it's like kind of horrendous.
It's like a little sus.
It's not even horrendous. It's just very dated. Where like
It's very 2007.
like
is
you
what you're
can
telling me?
tell this was like filmed and styled when like certain pieces were trendy in
I
like
got you.
the late 2000s.
Yeah. Like you wouldn't be caught dead wearing it today.
Or like the early 2010s when we had some of the absolute most heinous fashion
I'm
trends.
really interested to see like when that starts to come back, because you like know how now like we're very into like a 70s, 80s, and 90s aesthetic. Like that's like the new in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when is the early 2000s to like early 2010s?
Oh, early
trends gonna
2000s
come
is
back?
Y2K aesthetic is already like on the rise in
Is it really?
fashion. Yeah. It started making the climb like a comeback, if you will, in 2021.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
That's interesting.
You know what also was like randomly a trend in 2021?
What?
And this is primarily because of TikTok. I think they called it like Twilight Core or something. But like, you know how Kristen Stewart was
Oh, yeah.
You know how Kristen Stewart was dressed in Twilight, where she wore like a lot of like muted long sleeve like Henley tops and
Yeah.
like plain ass flared jeans and Converse.
Uh-huh.
Okay, imagine that look. Oh, and with the layered tank top underneath the long sleeve because you got it because it was
You got it.
2008.
You got it.
Because it was
Yeah.
2008 and you got
And
it.
they were in Forks, Washington.
Yeah. And then like so everything is essentially like as bland and mute as you can get,
Yeah. Like Twilight.
like Twilight.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently that was like a trend on TikTok for a while.
That rules.
Which I guess has died at this point because trends on TikTok lasts like
Yeah.
as long as it takes you to blink. Am I
Yeah.
wrong? Tell me I'm
No,
wrong.
you're not wrong.
yeah,
But Mike, do you have the scene?
I sure do, but it's 50 seconds, so I feel like it's just gonna be us standing here. And
Okay, well,
watching
well,
it.
well-
we can just
Show us
wait
after.
for it to end.
Have
yeah.
us
Show us
be in
after.
the scene and then cut and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, fine.
Yay!
Okay.
You'll just have to cut. Well, you'll have to cut it,
Cut
and then
the
I'll
50
have
seconds.
to actually put the transition in.
Sorry, bud.
I guess I can turn this
Oh
off.
my god, he's got like a fucking gun. Like a whole ass gun.
Oh, it was the WB days. Wait, who is that? Clark Kent's mom?
It's both. It's Martha and Jonathan Kent.
Where's Clark?
He's not there. I thought he was. He wasn't.
I was going to say, he'd easily beat the shit out of him.
Yo, this guy is bloodied up.
Yeah, really though. Why is he so bloody?
Because he took like a vase to the face.
And then a meteor hits him.
Wait,
Wait,
we don't
where's
see
the
meteor?
meteor?
I
Are
literally,
you kidding
I
me?
literally couldn't find that. I couldn't find
I
it
want
anywhere.
the meteor.
I couldn't find it.
All right, Mike just cucked us because he showed us that whole clip and there was no goddamn meteor, and I'm upset about it.
I
feel
literally
like
can't find
I've
the
been
clip.
cheated. I've been robbed.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe that's where it ends, and that's the last scene. Then they go, oh hey, he got hit by a meteor. The next
He got
episode.
That's
fucking-
horrible.
He got fucking yeeted.
Maybe that's the case. If I could maybe try to find what the fuck this show was on, and then like look up the actual
I'm
episode.
pretty sure
But
it's
like,
the CW.
It should be.
Yeah, but the CW website fucking sucks.
Oh,
Does
their
suck.
website has not been
really
updated
bad.
like since 2006.
and it's
real bad.
also just really inconvenient to
It-
like use.
the user interface.
The
for
ads are annoying as shit.
is one of the absolute worst I've ever seen for
Yeah.
like a
CW
network
Seeds
website, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CW Seeds app is like the worst thing
They
I've
have
ever
an
experienced in
app?
my life. Yeah.
Apparently it is on Hulu, but I don't have an account right now, so I can't just fucking pull that up now.
Wait, what episode is it?
It is. Are we just gonna do this till we watch it?
No, I just want to know.
Um,
But we have a minute left.
Yeah.
yeah.
Almost.
Okay. What was season 4? Trying to find it.
Season 4.
Yeah. Episode 21,
21.
possibly. It might be. It might
I'm
be
gonna
that.
I'm gonna shit my pants.
Oh my god, you found
Are we
it.
watching this right now? All right. Pause this again. Cut to when we watched it. Maybe it just ends there. It could. I might have been wrong, and it just ends.
Like,
Like it looks
with
ends
him
with him
looking
just
up?
looking out, and then they're just like, yeah, he got fucking hit by a meteor. Because all of the descriptions for this.
Not in this episode.
Oh fuck! All right, hold on. His last episode is. Oh, it's the episode after, I guess.
22.
Commitment
Commencement.
or commencement. Yeah.
your reading is getting really good, Michael.
I was clicking off of it when I read it, so I didn't.
Shut up.
Does he actually get hit by the meteor, or does it not show it?
Oh my god, wait. Yeah, it's like a meteor shower.
Yeah. Should I? Okay, so we're gonna wait to cut.
Are you serious?
Damn, that guy took a fucking jump.
Sayo fucking Nara.
Okay.
This is insane. Right?
Unnecessary.
Oh, bicycle sign.
So does it ever come back to him?
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, do we see him getting
No, we're just
yeeted?
following some fucking snot-nosed child.
Yeah, fuck you, kid.
Alright, he's in the Fortress of Solitude now. I literally don't give a shit.
Let me see your friend get yeeted by a meteor.
Maybe it doesn't show it.
It doesn't show it.
It's just implied.
It doesn't show it.
He might be an implied death.
It
He
doesn't
hasn't
show
he
it.
hasn't ever show up again. So I guess it's all right. Anyway,
Horrible.
CW, you have scammed me.
they don't show it.
Scam.
I want my money back.
You
Absolute
just see him
scam.
look up, and then a meteor slams into the house, and then it just
fucking
off
racket.
screen they say
They're running a racket
fucking-
over at the
yeah, killed him.
CW. How dare you? How dare you not show
That's
me that?
honestly just rude. I wanted to see him just get like yeeted.
Yeah,
The
me
meteor.
too.
I just planted
what I was
it to the
hoping for.
fucking earth.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they basically never mention him again.
Rip.
I remember that
Horrible.
they like the whole thing was that they were building him to be an important character, and then he's like, I got Supernatural.
They were
Bye.
like, JK, gotta go.
And then that paid his for his life for
Yeah,
almost
he's fine.
20 years.
He's fine.
yeah.
Sure is. I also hear. Well, I actually met him once.
You did.
But I also hear that he's an incredibly nice person. He was also very nice when I met him.
That's good.
I walked up to him, was just like, "Hey man, can I get a picture real quick?" It was like the middle of the night. He was going to a bar to seemingly to chill, and I just like happened to run into him, and I was like, "Can I just get a picture real quick?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, sure." Man has a fucking handshake like a vice grip. Felt like my hand was being crushed. Like Jesus Christ. And
He's saying, don't mess with me, son.
and he's very tall.
Is he really?
Yeah. So like, but Jared Padalecki just makes him look like he's not very tall because
Jared
Jared
Padalecki's
Padalecki's
like
fucking
7'8".
Yeah. But Jensen Ackles pretty fucking tall. I think he's like 6'4".
Damn. I'll
Uh,
drink of water.
Jensen Ackles.
So they're
height?
both just really tall?
They're both just very tall.
and I am very small.
He is 6'1",
Wow.
and Jared Padalecki is 6'4".
That'll do it.
So, it just makes him look shorter. But, yeah. So, apparently, Jensen Ackles, very nice man.
Good for him.
And,
I'm glad.
yeah. Very nice to meet him. Anyway.
Yeah, on that note.
What if
On
they
that
did?
note.
On that depressing.
I
What?
was just gonna say, what if they did Supernatural and like the one guy who's 6'4" was like still in the show, but the other guy was like 5'9"?
5'4", short kid.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, sure. Tom Cruise.
Talk.
Dude,
Tom Cruise is
I would have loved to see something where Jared Padalecki and Tom Cruise are in the same movie. You know why? Because he would have had fucking like foot-high platforms. And there would have been a picture that came out of that so that he looked like he
100%.
was on the same
Oh,
eye
yeah,
line.
yeah.
And I would have loved to see that.
That would have been so good.
Anyway,
Love that.
on that note,
Anyways. Hey.
that'll be it for this episode.
Yeah.
Means you have 2 more weeks to watch our anime club, which is Gurren Lagann. And yeah, so make sure you watch that. Yeah, we have
That's
talked
on-
about it already, Anthony.
It's on Netflix, yeah.
You didn't tell
Yes, because it is episode 50 has already happened.
me. Yes, it did.
Sure did. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
we already mentioned last week that we were recording some out of order. So
Sure did.
anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube. If you're listening to us on anything, don't forget to follow, rate, leave a review. Check out Anthony at Super Milkshake on YouTube, Kat at Kat the Moonstar on Twitch. Again, you have 2 weeks to watch our anime club, and yeah, that is
This
everything.
This episode's gonna be out by then. Hey, watch my new video
Yeah.
Yeah,
whenever you get a chance.
I think you've mentioned your new video being out like twice in 2 other videos.
Well, I gotta say that.
No,
He's
I
gotta
know.
promote,
Well,
like,
All
one
the
of-
May ones. They gotta be.
one of them was like January, and
Was
you were
it?
like, yeah, it'll be out by then.
I had a video out in January. I did a video in
No,
January.
but you mentioned it was about Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, no, not one bit. Yeah, no, that's actually coming out this month because it's the 1-year anniversary of Village, so it's coming out.
But I just thought that was funny when I was editing. I was like,
Like, yeah,
he
it's
was
not
wrong.
right.
Yeah. He was off.
I was way off. Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
so go check that out. Support the other person on this podcast. That all 2 of you watch.
Cat.
Also, Kat. Yeah, the 2 people.
Oh, I thought you said the other person.
Yeah, the other person.
Cat.
Well, you're the other person because I mentioned Kat. So
Did you? Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, watch it.
this was a
Please.
train wreck of an ending.
Sure was.
Anyway, thank you for watching. We will see you guys next week. Have a lovely weekend and a lovely week.
Hey.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.